Yes, people, welcome back. Welcome back to another week. And even though it is the international break, it doesn't mean you lot ain't going to get your weekly dose of shamelessness. It is Shameless FC back again for another week. Of course, the full panel isn't here, but James will be coming on soon. Slav will be coming on soon as well. We're here to talk all things throughout the last week of football regarding all of our clubs in general and any of the questions that you lot want to ask as well. So drop it down in the comment section if you guys haven't done so already. And while you're down there as well, check out everybody's channels. The links are down in the description below as well. So check it out and smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. But first off, Flawless, 5 days without watching Ole Gunnar Solskjær's football. How's your week been, bro?
Oh, absolutely. Such a relief. You know what I'm saying? No United issues. Ollie Tax for the first time in months hasn't played a part in my life. So that's what I would say is good. Because like I say all the time, every time you ask me, life's good apart from Manchester United. So yeah, man, been a great week in that. You know what I'm saying? Not seeing 2 DMs at home to some lesser side. So yeah, fantastic stuff.
Yeah, love to hear that. But we will have to readdress some of the things that happened this week anyway. So I'm sorry for the recap that's about to happen. But also, straight on to the point, Neil, how's your week been, bro?
Weekends, it's not good, man. I mean, we're not playing football. It's not good. But yeah, Leicester are flying at the moment. We'll probably get onto the FA Cup quarter final. I know Florida's probably don't want to talk about
Serious?
it. But
did we not cover this already?
We did. We covered it a little bit. Well, to be fair, these guys were talking about Northern Derby the entire time last week.
Wait. Why are we rehashing a defeat and that twice in a row? What kind of shameless shit is that? You know what I'm saying? And that we've discussed this last week.
You managed to preview the game.
We never discussed this last week. The game didn't happen last week.
I can't even remember.
You interrupted in it. You were just completely on the mad one.
Well, it's my time to shine.
I can't lie, with the level of Spurs collapse, I don't even blame him. I let Babs go full for it that night. But I love the difference as well. We've gone from Flawless, it's just like, thank God United aren't playing. And Neil's like, well, Leicester haven't played, so it's been a bit of a shit week. Babs, What about you, man? How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been non-eventful, but I do miss it. I miss Arsenal ruining my weekends. I do it. It's a strange addiction I have. But nah, yeah, man, I miss it because without international football, it's just boring. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. No drama, rivalry. Like, football's just football. Win, lose or draw, I'd rather watch Arsenal than England every time of the week. You know, and that's why if someone asks me, international glory or Champions League for Arsenal, boy, Champions League for Arsenal, man.
What the thing is with that question? I've never heard somebody not pick their club.
Yeah.
That's the mad thing. Like, people act like, oh, international England, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's all great when England are playing internationally. Like, when we was at the last World Cup, it was hot. Everyone's in a great mood. But give me a Manchester United Carabao Cup over England winning the World Cup. I mean, serious.
Do you think it's an England thing? Because I feel like in other countries, there'd be a much more stronger loyalty towards the country because they actually have a better chance of competing for things. Meanwhile, with us, we've been, 55, 60 years now where we barely even reached a final. And I think for now, it's the point where we back England, but it's like we don't really expect as much. And it's become normal not to expect much.
And also with the managers, take it back to 8 years, right? The managers used to be world class. They used to go from teams that were like, okay, they got their top of their game. They'll go to the international. Now, can you name me an international manager that's class, that's purely class? No, they're all managing like Bundesliga or Premier League, or do you know what I mean? There isn't really any manager, so it's kind of reflected in the game because there's not as much money in it as well.
Money, that is a very fair factor for it. Because I know people talking about who can we get to replace Southgate and everything like that. And I just sit and think, who do you think that's good that would actually go to England and then take themselves away from club football regularly to manage that? Because we've never seen that happen. Well, not recently at the very least.
No, I'm trying to think who would, if Southgate did leave, who would be the next? You're talking your Eddie Howe's and people like that.
Yeah,
Lampard.
Still got more experience than Southgate.
Lampard, I said Lampard
could be one. No, bro, England international,
no,
not legend, but English legend in terms of Premier League.
That Super Frankie Lampard's World Cup stealing tricky England.
Oh, bro, don't be surprised.
That is not the way forward for England.
Learning on the world level. Right? One thing Lampard had at Chelsea, right, was he might not have had the results, but going forward, he could have that Chelsea team intact.
Yeah, but with that defense though, it's kind of like you got Stones, Maguire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Man,
but he'd get the bro. To be fair, Mason Mount would become an England legend. He'd get 150 caps.
He would. That's a fact.
I'm all here for the Mason Mount prop. You already know that. I'm here every day of the week.
Chill
Slab, chat to me, man. How's your week been, bro? Slav, can you hear us?
It's the lead.
Because yeah, Slav's not with it, you know.
Yo,
Yes,
Chato,
Slav.
how's your weekend, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, we're all good. We were literally just talking about England and potential hopes for the Euros and everything like that. What was your thoughts?
Your main man's leading the
Let me just
line,
look
you
it up.
know. Your main
I
man's
couldn't
leading
care
the
less.
line.
Most people cry about him in the Premier League, and then as soon as he plays for England, they're all up his arse. But I mean, I didn't watch it last night. I have no idea what happened last night. And I was working, so
We beat San Marino.
I was actually.
5-0. That's just it.
That by the way, is a disgrace. They are the lowest ranked team in the world, and we only beat them 5-0.
I swear down, we always get San Marino because we.
That's a good result for San Marino.
That's a good result for San. Is it? Is it a better result for San Marino than it is England?
Their population is smaller than Stamford Bridge.
I reckon it is, you know.
That's mad, you know.
But we had so many chances to make it 8 or 9. I see the highlights. Calvert-Lewin should have had 2 hat-trick in the first 10 minutes. But like,
hey, put some respect on Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski's name.
Lingard should have had
I respect him. I just
give
think
him
he's
man of the match.
Lingard as well. Also called Stones missed a massive chance as well. So, listen, man, you can never judge England. Like, I love England in terms of it's my country, so obviously I want to back him, but I don't feel no affiliation, bro. I just don't feel connected. Like, World Cup 2018 was mad, but I just prefer Arsenal, man. I just do. I can't gonna lie about it. You know?
Yeah, of course. You take an Arsenal Carabao Cup over England winning the World Cup. Which one would you prefer, Babs?
Carabao Cup, nah. FA Cup, yeah. FA Cup, yeah. But look, because I just like I'm more of an Arsenal.
No, I'm not even joking. I literally don't care about it.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I would want to see it though. The thing is, I want to see England win a World Cup. Finally, to just shut some people up and finally, because just turn the whole place into a whole celebration, big party. You know, that's what I want to see. We go every place in the country will be a big party. That'll be sick.
See this, right?
I like that though. Right? That's the part I like
agree
about
with
it.
that. I reckon the thing with England is right. A lot of the, let's be respectful, but a lot of the smaller teams, let's just say, right, they're more affiliated to England because they have not seen a team win as many like trophies. So England might be actually the best chance of winning something. You get me? So, for example, if you look at Tottenham, that might be the closest Harry Kane might get to a trophy. I don't know how I put that one out. I'm sorry for that. No, but to be fair, I was referring to like, you know, like
I knew where that was going.
Every time.
Oh, I love North
Not
London.
refer to Spurs. We're not even 10 minutes
Everybody
in.
of age in the chat. Everybody take a drink every time he mentions our Tottenham.
Bingo.
Yeah? And one more and a shot for trophies. Yeah.
Slav, don't have it, man.
Just gotta respect the work.
All right, go on, Babs. What were you gonna say?
But no, I just think that yes, teams that have let's just say witnessed less success, I believe they're close to England because you know maybe that is the closest they get. And the World Cup's massive; it is massive, and so is the Euros. But as I said, man, we haven't won it in my lifetime ever. Not in most people's lifetimes. 1960 was it last time we won it. And as I said, man, I just can't. I'm one of those fans where I can't bring myself to celebrate like a Kane goal. Sometimes I can't do it, but I will.
That is
I
the
don't
most
like it.
thing I've ever heard.
It doesn't feel right, innit? I might do it, but it doesn't feel right. Like I just feel like, no.
Alright,
man.
I get that. If Saka scores a goal for England
Why is
and it's
everyone
in a
gone
World
off now?
Cup
I don't get it.
quarter-final, I'm gonna celebrate it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a kid. I don't care who he plays for. Right now he's playing for England, and if he's playing for England and scores a goal, I'll celebrate.
If I offered you a chance, let's not say win it yet, but let's just say get to the Champions League final again with Tottenham, or get to the World Cup final with England. What would you rather have? You don't know if you win it, just get to the final.
No. I don't care. I've said I don't. Obviously, I choose the Champions League final, right? But I'm not talking about. I'm just saying as an example of players scoring. Like if an Arsenal player playing for England scores a goal and it's in a big game that means something, like a semi-final or a quarter-final, I will celebrate it.
Don't feel right, man.
Don't lie.
I feel more French than I feel English. I'm not even French. Like I'd rather watch France. Like I'd rather watch Kante and Pogba and them on ball with.
Half my family are from Canada, but I'm not going to support the Canadian national team.
Yeah, if they were cold though, you would support them though. If they had ballers, you'd be like, yeah, you'd be right there.
You can go and watch a bit of Ethiopia.
Our best players, Alfonso. Our best
Actually,
players.
to be honest, we're top of our African Cup of Nations group, and that's the first time.
You're going to the AFCON.
Is it? I hope you lot make it, man. I hope you lot make it.
Well,
Still.
We get absolutely spanked in the first round, but I want to.
No. Who plays Ethiopia?
No one relevant. I'm being honest with you. Nobody relevant.
Who's the most relevant player ever produced?
At least Canada have Davies.
I don't know. I'll be real with you.
Yeah,
I think there was
Canada
a
gonna
guy
get more
called Gebre
ballers now.
Selassie that used to play for Werder Bremen, but
I
he was
remember
Croatian.
Gebre Selassie.
Yeah, but he played for Croatia as well. So
Isn't your name Gebre Selassie?
Yeah, do you want to call me the most?
That's why I remember
I don't know, man, because I
might
don't know
be
anyone
still.
that Ethiopian.
You could go
side.
try
You
it
said
out, man.
Gebre Selassie. I was like,
you make the
it
squad.
rings a bell, and
You
then
make
it goes,
the
okay.
squad, Lewis. You get on the bench.
If I'm making the
Yeah, it
squad,
does. Mummy,
there are problems.
You're making the squad, man.
You've seen
the joint on the bench.
firsthand, there are problems.
Take
if I'm
on
making
San Marino, you'll win. Come on.
Yeah, you definitely slap San
Bro,
Marino.
Lewis won't turn up on time, man. He'd be too late.
super sub though, as always.
Yeah, man.
Lewis
That's
will
why I
show
said
up.
on
Lewis
the
will
bench.
show up.
To be honest, you
He's
also
late
got to
'cause
learn
he-
from the best when we're running late, of course.
Hey, man, London traffic is London traffic, man. There's nothing you can do about it, man. I live in London, and I tell you what, traffic can be worse here as well. So
Fam, do
I'm
you
not
even
surprised
drive,
about me
bro?
was late. Yeah, I do drive. I'm old enough,
Oh,
apparently.
you did drive. Okay, now last when we met in Wembley, you didn't drive at the
Yeah,
time.
but that was 2018, surely. That was just before the 4-2, wasn't it?
Fair play.
Yeah, I
Hands
can
up.
drive, lads. I'm not actually 12. I've done my GCSEs and I've passed my A levels as well. But yeah, I can drive.
Right, well, we will go straight into the first game, and thank God we can start on this one because we barely even got through it last week. Leicester City 3, Manchester United 1, and we'll go about it in one or two ways because in Manchester United it was an absolute disaster class in midfield, but we have to give Leicester City their props too. Ndidi Tielemans showed them levels. Ndidi was showing Fred how to win the ball back and actually release it and keep it in possession. Vardy, to be honest, was causing a lot of problems, even if he didn't really lack the finish, but I think that's more of a confidence thing. And Kelechi Iheanacho with another goal, and Leicester City through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. First off, Neil, we'll start off with you. Thoughts after the game, and how do you feel about the way Leicester City approached the match?
Yeah, we're buzzing. I mean, Man United were there for the taking, and we took it. I mean, you could say Man United played poor, and they did at times. I mean, they gave a ball away too many times, especially in that midfield, 3 against 2, and there was still, you couldn't tell that Man United had 3 players on the pitch, like genuinely. And that's not trying to shame you guys about like telling you how it is. But yeah, we did our business. We went and jumped on it. And yeah, won by 3 goals, and Nacho's still putting in those goals away. You're saying Vardy is still doing a lot of good work off the ball, but it's just not happening. I mean, a lot of the players are injured and tired. He's still, so like Vardy's still nursing injury and stuff like that. So hopefully in the summer he gets back to his business. And then like players like Ricardo, same thing. And then we crack on from next season. But through to the quarters, absolutely gas. Semis, absolutely gas for that. But yeah, what a team, all around team performance from us, and couldn't be happier.
Bro, think about it like this. You could potentially be looking at a top 4 finish and maybe even the FA Cup. Like 15-16 was a mad enough season. I know nothing's going to match that, but how good is that season going to feel for you guys? Especially last season after just missing top 4 by a point and the worry that you lot weren't going to be able to retain that sort of form for the second season coming, but you've maintained it. And now you look even more stronger to finish in the top 4 than you even did last season. And you might have a trophy to even show at the end of it.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Southampton will be a good game. Hopefully we can get through to the final if that happens. Don't want to get too cocky. We've been knocked out in the quarters, in semis before, even last season, But just the way we're performing, I remember I said to you, like, I'm glad we're out of Europe. This is the reason why. We can get a tactics in, we can get our team in, teams coming together, and just kind of we're building up. And again, we were prepped for that match. And at times, I know I'm going to take someone from match of the day, but they were setting traps, and Man United just kept playing into our hands. They're like, right, we've got the tactics, we're going to play against you, and we're going to beat you. And that's what we're doing at the moment. If we finish top 4, even better. If we get to the FA Cup final, I mean, fantastic, awesome achievement if that's the case. And then if we played the likes of you guys or we played like Man City, we'll have to see. But the draw, probably from your perspective, turned out really good in our favour. I'm surprised we didn't get either one of the big teams, to be honest.
Yeah, but that also makes it interesting as well, because I just want to see what team potentially faces City or Chelsea in the final. I look at it, and it's not even from a disrespectful way, but it's more, the semi-final is going to be way more of a difficult challenge compared to the final. But even if we get past Manchester City, I don't want us to underestimate whatever team we face. If we face you guys, there's a good chance you might have even finished ahead of us in the league table by then. Southampton, like, it was a struggle for us in the last game that we played, regardless of the fact that we rotated and everything. I wouldn't expect an easy game from them either. And they're also looking for a cup win too, because you remember last time they were in a cup final, they lost to Manchester United in 2016. speaking of Manchester United too, turns us on to the other team, Flawless. Chat to me about the 90 minutes on Sunday, bro. What's your thoughts?
My typical again. Everything. I'm glad that I'm used you there, Slav. I'm glad that I'm used you. That sums up again, innit? I say the same thing all the time. Every time we lose, it sums up why I'm Ollie out and so against this manager. Obviously, you're going to lose football matches, but there's a way to lose football matches. The setup originally isn't too bad. I didn't mind the first 11, apart from why is Pogba starting? Like, you've just seen him come off the bench against AC Milan, bring him on, because then if you're losing and chasing the game, you're going to take him off. So that's an easy decision to make. Mine is Pogba, cool. I'm like 10 of the 11's all right. Lindelof and Maguire, you already know I'm not a fan of. I'm not sure if Bailly was on the bench or Axel was on the bench, but switch it up.
He weren't even in the squad, I think.
He wasn't in the squad, I can't even remember. So yeah, I don't think Bailly was in the squad. But again, switch it up, do something different. Because we know Lindelof and Maguire will suffer. And then when he made the 4 subs, and the one thing, they're all like for like. So he's made 4 substitutions, they're all like for like. We're chasing the game and the system's still the same. I could see before, 4 subs, exactly. I could see before Fred made the mistake. I'm on the watch along saying, Fred's having a terrible game.
And he weren't taken off as well. Out of the 4 subs, he weren't taken off.
This is my whole point. That's my whole point. Out of the 4 subs, Fred wasn't taken off either. And clearly, Matic wasn't too much better. Neither was Donny.
Fred was taken off.
Nah, eventually though.
Not in them 4 subs though.
He wasn't in the 4. He took off. He took him off for Diallo, I believe. When we're chasing the game, which I don't understand. We're chasing the game, and you have a double pivot of McTominay and Fred. You have 2 holding midfielders on the pitch. We're chasing the game in an FA Cup quarter-final tie. So that's what it is. You leave, even if you're taking Pogba off because he's been injured, cool, but you leave Donny on the pitch. I don't understand it. Why not bring on Diallo earlier? And
why?
Go on.
What I don't understand, right, and this is just my opinion, right, is how can you rest arguably your best player of the season, and well, probably is your best player, Bruno Fernandes, in a quarter-final with a semi-final on the line? How can you do? I know Donny deserves a chance. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a chance, but it's a quarter-final.
Here's the thing, though. If he's smart, what you're saying there, smart, play both of them. Play Bruno and Donny, but he has this persistence, and he's insistent on playing 2 defensive midfielders. You know what I'm saying? And as good as Leicester were, Neil will be able to tell us, Leicester weren't like amazing. That's not one of them Leicester performances where you're like, oh my God.
Man, what are you on about? We were 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Come on, let's put some respect. We were there to conquer.
No, I'm telling you that Hughes was good.
Before the game, we're going to win. And we did.
Hughes was good, but what I'm saying is I didn't look at that Leicester performance and go, oh my God, that's a 10 out of 10 Leicester performance.
No,
you won with
9 though.
Yeah, you won.
No, 10 out of 10 though, in effort though, bro. They wanted that game more.
We wanted it.
The goal they scored,
you wanted it more, but we made it. To me, when I've looked at it,
player for player, right? Ability, we're behind you. 100% ability, we're behind you. Pick up F and team performance and all that.
Manager, innit?
Yeah. I'm not saying an ability thing. All I'm talking about is I'm a big fan of Ndidi. I don't think Ndidi was absolutely amazing that day. I don't think any of your players were 9 out of 10 or above that. No, Tielemans was good, but we made it easy for him. What I'm saying is he didn't have to be that good. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, Tielemans was a solid 7 or 8. I'm not looking at that Leicester City
higher than that. But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm not looking
unbelievable.
Yes.
We weren't unbelievable.
And that's what makes it even worse. If Leicester were unbelievable and we lose 3-1, you know what? You put it up to Tielemans and Ndidi and Vardy, etc., being absolutely exceptional. We give it you with ease. You know what I'm saying? You won comfortably. If that's a boxing match, that's over by the 8th round type of thing. Like, use a lot of 1 out of Cantor. It's a question of if he's going to knock us out or he's going to go to points. And that was the worst thing about it. Even after getting back into the game as well. Go on.
There was a couple of moments where Man United were like, okay, these guys are threatening. First 15 minutes, I was like, these guys are going to give us a game. After that, it just turned off. When the 4 subs came on, then the intensity came in again. Then after about 5 minutes, it disappeared. So I'm just like, okay, you can't. We wanted it for the majority of the game, and we were going to hang on for a little bit. Then a chance comes to Fred, passed it back. We get a chance, right, 1-0. Then the 2-1 happens. That's your time to get back in the game. Get that goal and get back in the game from your perspective. But no, they played for 5 minutes. We defended for a bit, and then he didn't come at us again. So I'm like,
this is my whole point. Like, we made it easy for you. Like, Cavani, we're chasing the game. Cavani comes on the pitch at number 9, and he has 7 touches in 26 minutes. We made it easy for you. Like, this is what I'm not discrediting how good Leicester were. I'm just saying Leicester weren't unbelievable. And that's what frustrates me even more about the performance. If Leicester were unbelievable, I take it on the chin and go, you know what, Leicester are unbelievable. They're one of the better sides in the league. cool. You weren't that like they weren't blow us away type of thing, and that's what's more frustrating. And that happens often when we lose, when we draw, when we play teams, they're not exceptional, and we gift away a lot of goals as well. And again, we rely on individual. Even the goal we scored was two pieces of individual brilliance: the skill from Pogba and the dummy from Donny, and that's all we created. We didn't in a whole 90 minutes. We didn't create anything else. But yet, people will tell you Martial's a problem. Or Cavani's not good enough. But we have Greenwood, Pogba, Donny, Bruno came on the pitch as well, and we created next to nothing. I don't remember Kasper Schmeichel making. I don't remember us creating any chances where I'm like, right, should have scored that. Apart from the goal.
Yeah.
And again, all roads lead back to the dugout, and this is why I'm so critical of this manager, because we get a performance like that is nothing new. I say it to Lewis all the time. Lewis has been on enough watch-alongs with me. He's been on enough watch-alongs with me. That's our regular performance. That's how we play. It's just that Leicester took their chances. That's literally it. We came up against a very good side.
Yeah,
so
this is where Ole tax comes into effect, because the right teams got paid for it.
Hefty. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, all the Ole-inners are hella quiet in that. You know what I'm saying? It was all out after we beat AC Milan, and then 3 days later, they just disappear again.
That's how the internet works, bro. Literally, all the Brendan Rodgers, people that are saying Brendan Rodgers out, they didn't say a damn thing for the last couple of weeks. They've been just quiet, surfing, chilling at home, not been on the internet. You know, guys, what it's like. And then when as soon as it's like we draw 1-1, it's like, right, he's out. You're like, well, what?
The thing is, say with chest. I mean, even though I don't like Oli, when United play well, I give him his credit. I don't hide.
Exactly.
I don't hide on here on my own show, like when we're doing the Manchester United show and all the people are in the comments. But certain people will pop up in the comments when Oli wins and then try and criticize and go at me and JV. But when we lose, that man are ghost. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere to be found. Yeah, go on, Babs.
Now, do you know what it is though? What I say, right? Nowadays, in the current culture of football, there's too many up-and-coming fans now, and it's definitely the younger generation now, where they would rather see their team lose so they can put their agenda forwards. That's where I'm like, yo, you can not like the manager, you can not like the players, but when you want your team to lose and when they win, you're not happy, then you're not a fan of that team. I've seen it with Arsenal, I've seen it with Chelsea, I've seen it with United, I've seen it with everyone, right? Where certain people it's on Twitter mostly. People just, they don't want their team to win because then they can push their agendas, so they can pull out that they know it all, and so and so. But for Rodgers, why is that even a conversation in the first place? The guy's got you in third in the league. You're about to get Champions League football. You could win a trophy as well. Like, why is that even a combo? But again, it's eggy takes. People trying to get noticed. People trying to get clout. People trying to look.
People trying to get retweets, hate retweets.
If you've got reasons behind it, fair enough, right? But if it's just an agenda, then bro, just get out of it, man.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. But it's like whether United win, lose, or I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Every week I'm on this show, win, lose, or draw. Whether we do, like I said, the AC Milan was a great result. You know what I'm saying? To get through in the manner in which we did. But then the Leicester result, that sums up Manchester United. Those two performances and the highs of beating AC Milan and then the lows of going out to Leicester in the manner is why. And also when you look at the game itself and that 4 subs and we're chasing the game and they're all like for like. That's unforgivable. I could see Fred was having a bad game.
He's insane.
Yes. Well,
like,
no.
On the bench, I watched that and I just went, like.
Here's the thing, though, Neil.
According substitution, I went, fuck. Like,
according to some, our squad isn't good enough. It's full of average players. That's what I've seen on Twitter recently. And our squad, these Ole-inners will tell you believe the squad is average when we have one of the best benches in the league. We have one of the best benches in terms of individual quality in the league.
Syndrome, and that's why it's so hard to get rid of. And low-key, it's kind of your club as well, because we can have this question about Ole in or Ole out, but the rumours this week are that Ole could potentially be coming in with a new 2.5 year contract, extended by a further 2 years with the option for a third as well, and the salary could go from £7.5 million to £10 million a year. Now,
that's
I know you too well.
Europa League right there.
It's been a rough year, 2 years under Ole. Now you could potentially be stuck with another 2. First off, just basic thoughts around this.
The basic thoughts around it is that I don't pay it no attention simply because I've seen our board. Our board's incompetence is what's giving me faith here. And as stupid as that sounds, let me explain that. They did this with Mourinho. They gave him a new deal and then sacked him 3 or 4 months later. This is why I pay no attention on a new deal. I don't know if this board just likes to give away money. I'm not sure what it is because I don't see him lasting beyond that. I don't see him lasting the whole of next season. No chance.
With a new contract, or if it was with his last year on the line?
Both. Because I think the performances with fans coming back, fans ain't accepting that. That's one of his biggest saving graces. I've said this before, is fans coming back. When fans are in a stadium and
the ability to turn things around in big games. Like whenever looks like he could get the sack, he turns out an amazing performance and keeps himself in the job.
And that's a very valid point. But I think with the pressure of the fans being in the stadium, Manchester United fans being back, shouting, singing things like attack, attack, attack. And then after losses, rival fans will be singing, you're getting sacked in the morning. Then it becomes a talking point. Then it becomes a talking point.
Want you to stay.
That's what it will be.
That was the worst. That's the worst because I had it with Wenger and it was.
Oh yeah,
so
West Brom.
horrific.
Oh yeah. That's hilarious. West Brom slapping you.
It's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling ever when they're chanting, "You want you to stay." I'm going, no, fuck off, man.
You see that? We want you to stay, or you're getting sacked in the morning. Those things now on BTs and your Sky Sports and Match of the Days, they become talking points. Like I said, I don't think he lasts this long with fans there. You get me going 5 hours without a goal. Yes, they pay attention to this.
Because here's the thing: you look at it from a statistical point of view, and I know it's not all about stats, but people look at it from a statistical perspective only, and that's a problem in itself. But really and truly, you had Jose Mourinho in your last full season, you took Man United to second place. Then by the time Ole joined, you're in sixth place. You ended the season on sixth place too. Next season, you got third place. Now you're back in second place, the same place Jose left you in his first full season. Really and truly, statistically, they could say Ole's done his job so far. And with that in mind, that's all the more reason to give him another contract and see if he could do it again. Because he also hasn't complained too much about the lack of money and the lack of supplies that he's had too. So he hasn't been that much of a problem.
You make valid points and they're reasonable stuff, and I could see the board maybe look at it, but I just see the results going south. I think once the results go south, it's a wrap. Like people forget.
That's what you're relying on.
There's been 2 or 3 times where results have gone really, really bad, and then he's pulled a result out. Well,
that's the thing. Ole's a cockroach.
He always does this, and I've said this. Yeah. The players do like him because they always pull out a result, but when he's going through them poor results, fans haven't been there yet, and I think that that increases the pressure tenfold. When we went through them 0-0 draws,
fully justified on Ole in or Ole out yet.
True, say they're not justified, but one thing they will be all in unison in is when they're in the stadium watching that shit football. They ain't having that. Our fans are not having that.
Post-match was
they're not taking that
as well.
They're not taking that.
Match was not good.
I don't pay attention to him. I don't listen to him.
I didn't even hear it, but I know he always says the mockery. What did he say?
Yeah.
He looked like a substitute teacher that had just been like, I've just had his first lesson, and the class was riot, and he just went, yeah, it was okay. I mean, the lesson went well, and you're just like, bruv, just say how it is. It's crap. It's not good enough. Like, just don't. Oh, we're tired, yeah. But it's like, no, you need to be confident. Say, look, we weren't good enough. There are better teams where we'll come out and we'll bet for the next game. That's what you want to hear. Cool.
Tight. Yeah, exactly. No accountability, and this is why it's another nonsense. Tired. Man changed 5 out of the 10 outfield players or something like that. You change half the outfield players. How are they tired? This is why I pay him no mind. And it's probably my bias of just wanting him gone. I'm like, all right, I just have to believe in it. That's the hope. That's the light at the end of the tunnel that this manager's gone ASAP. Literally, that's what I'm hoping on.
This is the thing.
Look how much joy that give everyone on the panel. Look at Babs and Lewis. Look at smiling away there, isn't it? Look at the happiness.
I'm just trying to imagine this because I'm seeing it from 2 different perspectives. I really think when you guys go back into the grounds, you're just gonna have a lot of beef between the Ole inners and the Ole outers. Like I look at what game was it when you lost 3-0 to Spurs at Old Trafford, and I think Jose was applauding the Stretford then for like 2 minutes after the game, and they were all applauding him back, and it was like a big show of support and everything. And I think that's just for Jose Mourinho, the guy who's only been at your club for like two and a half years, and you lot still complained about the football by that period into his reign as well. Now this is Ole, your legend, the guy who won you the Champions League in 1999, and you know these Yadars, they're going to have that on the back of their head when they think of it. So really, I get your points when it comes to Ole. If I was in the same position, if I supported United, thank God I don't, but if I supported Manchester United, I'd want Ole out as well. But I could see why a lot of people wouldn't see that sort of mentality and would want to see him stay around too.
Yeah, it's because people let sentiment cloud their logic and that. Everything logical when you look at his manager, everything he's done, where we're at, where we're heading to, what we've done previously, tells you that he's not good enough. When you talk to Ole Inners, they have no... I've not spoke to someone who's backing his manager who has a legitimate argument to back it up. They always talk about other stuff. Oh, the board, the owners. We know the board and owners ain't good enough. But the 2 previous managers with worse squads both won trophies. So make that make sense.
Nobody supports a club for the board and the owners.
This is what I'm saying. And it's like, we know the board and the owners ain't good enough, and they need to go, but so does this manager. Like imagine 6-1 at home to Spurs, the second game of the season after losing to Palace. Toxic. No one's backing him at that point. Man's getting booed. And then we lost to another London club after that as well. Was it Arsenal? No. Arsenal might have been after that. See, there's so many losses. I don't even know which one it was. Somebody, and even that one, the Chelsea United game as well. The Old Trafford faithful is not accepting that.
To you guys at this point, like,
that they're not taking that 3-1 at home to Palace on the opening day and then 6-1 to Spurs after. Our fans are going to be in uproar. He's lucky there wasn't fans there. He would have been lucky to make it out of the ground.
Game Ole turned it back round again, and now you guys are second in the league.
Yeah, we'll see if we finish there, though, innit?
Breaking news.
I'm hoping not. Go on.
That have just come out. Marcus Rashford and Bukayo Saka are out of the Albania and Poland games due to injury, so he took them for nothing.
Yeah, Rashford needs a break anyway.
He looked like he was hobbling. I saw the video.
Rashford was injured. He was injured when he played against Milan. That's another Ollie thing. You know what I'm saying? He was injured when he played against Milan. This is away in the San Siro and you're playing somebody who's injured. But yet people will back this manager. Yeah, moving on.
That's wild. Because that's the same thing we mocked Arteta for earlier on this season as well. So that's absolutely mad.
Ollie Arteta, same boat.
It's an Arteta debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll turn things around now and we'll go to... Who should we go to? Arsenal. Yeah, we can do Arsenal. West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. Another amazing comeback against a London side away, and surprisingly less tweets about it than it was at Stamford Bridge. But fair play to the comeback from 3-0 down as well. Big performances from the likes of Odegaard, Lacazette, Callum Chambers as well. Crazy first 30 minutes for Arsenal, but you have to appreciate the comeback at least. Babs, what's your thoughts?
Well, for the first 30 minutes, I was on ropes. I won't lie. Do you know when Lingard scored? Do you know that feeling? I was like, I'm not even surprised anymore. Like I literally was like, I wasn't going, oh, Lingard scored again.
Lionel Jesse.
Yeah, I was like, just fairs. You scored a goal.
Lionel Jesse.
I don't even.
Yeah, man. Lionel Jesse. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name, man. Lionel Jesse and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ollie Tax, man.
Lingard.
You know what I'm saying? I told you about Ollie Tax. Lionel Jesse over Mason Mount. Yeah, I said it. Go on, fam.
Wow.
What? God. Yeah, what?
All right, take it away, lads.
All right, let's go. What are you saying, bro?
I kicked him out of the chat. Yo, man took his spot, bro. I put me back in the top, bro. Top off.
This is for top 4, yeah? That's for not.
Nah, shut up, man. That's a violation, bro. That's a violation, bro. Put me back in the top 3, man.
It, man.
In terms of
just
about barely in the top half. You know what I'm saying?
In terms of the game, it's just 30 minutes was sticky as hell, and it was test. Do you know what? Just pissed off at the players. Like the second goal we conceded, it was just sleepy time. You know, wake up, what you doing? We've just conceded a goal, and these men are all like Partey and Mari and Luis, all experienced players, turning around, looking down, like what you man doing? Third goal again, Luis gets bullied, but we lose the ball in the first place. Player on the back. Manager made mistakes with selection. Why did Mari start? What does he have with Gabriel? Height. Same height, both. Gabriel's actually faster, and he's dealt with Antonio once before. Also Aubameyang starting out wide didn't work. Plan failed there as well. But second half and towards the end of that first half, we played some really good football. So it's really hard to really make a massive statement about that game because one half you were. Do you know what's that quote? Who is it? Gattuso. Sometimes shit, sometimes good.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe. I love that.
Yeah,
that's
but
great.
My issue was how we started the game and how we set up. But after the game, the players have come out and said this, Lacazette, and he said that we did not respect the manager's game plan enough. So obviously Arteta's not said to them, go sit back and, invite pressure, but it's just the players weren't awake to it. But second half, it's mad that we lost. We it feels like I lost to me still because it was 3-3 and we're 3-0 down. But we could have and should have won that game as well. But same for West Ham as well. But in terms of what that means for Mikel Arteta, by the way, happy birthday to my manager. I don't know, man. It was just his second half.
No one else wished him a happy birthday either.
It's
fairs. I understand that. But man, it's weird. So the thing is, a lot of rival fans expect a lot of Arsenal fans to be on Arteta's case, but for whatever reason, we're just not. Like, we're not happy where we are, but we're not on his case because first things first, we look at our board and we go, right, if they sack Arteta, are they going to be serious with it? Are they going to go get a serious manager? No. So then what are we going to get better? We might get to 7th, might get to 6th, but it will be still mediocrity. We still won't be competing with the top 4. My biggest fear is what has happened at Man United, where they've invested money, they've gone from 7th and 6th to 3rd and 2nd, right? But there's no progression after that. And my theory is that Arsenal will get back into top 4 eventually. Don't know if it's next year, if it's whenever, if we win the Europa League this year. But then after we get there, what do we do then? How do we compete with the best teams? You know, because Mikel Arteta, I don't know, man. He's got the right ambition. It's just right now, when they're being so young and having potential, it's like, are we the club to harness that potential? Are we Borussia Dortmund? Or are we Arsenal Football Club? But he ain't going to go anywhere. He's here until at least the end of next season. And if we win the Europa League, he'll get a contract extension. If he doesn't win the Europa League, it'll be massive pressure. But as I said, man, if you ask Arsenal fans, there'll be a lot of vocal fans that want him out. And I can understand why, unless you've got an agenda. But there's also, I believe, 60-70% Arsenal fans that still back him. Like, there must be a reason behind that. It's not just that we're 10th and we're going, Arsenal have fallen off that massively. We've seen signs of, I don't know, as I said, structural improvement, tactical improvement. Like, I watched a video today of
time though. Because, like, start of the season, I'd get a lot more if fans were Arteta out, because there's still plenty of time to turn things around.
This is what it is.
It's now the last 8 games of the season, isn't it?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. Right? It's the football. So if you compare our results, we've improved in the second half of the season. We all know that. But the football we've played is better as well. So where I was at my brink of saying Mikel Arteta might not be the right guy is in November, December, because not of the results, because of the performances. We could not make a chance, a clear-cut chance to score a goal. And I'm going, right, what am I watching here? This is some of the worst football I've ever seen. That's where the whole Pulis nickname came out of nowhere, because of the football we were playing. But the second half of the season, like, I think Pep said it, a lot of other managers said it. They've said Mikel Arteta's Arsenal dominate teams. Like, they do dominate most games. It's just a matter of, can we take our chances? And even in our worst performances, like Olympiacos at home, we could have won that game easily, about 4-5-1, if we'd taken our clear-cut chances. So the positives we're making chances, negatives we're 10th, but we were 15th before. So, you know, we've improved from that. But where else are we meant to be? Like, we should be fighting for the top 4. But to be honest, we just don't have the mentality to do that right now. And that first half showed exactly why. 30 minutes, he's been falling asleep. If we'd won that game, might have been a chance, but we didn't win that game. We never beat Burnley away, and that's why we're not fighting there. But as I said, man, there's only one hope this season, and it's the Europa League.
Yeah, there's a question here as well saying to ask if you trust the board, and if you don't, how are you sure for them to back you? And I want to tweak that a little bit more, because I know the main aim for Arteta is to get Arsenal back into the top 4. But the biggest problem with the Arsenal board was how comfortable they were with you guys being a top 4 team at the time. So really and truly, if you guys get back to the top 4, who's to say you guys will keep progressing from then? Because by that point, you will have reached your aim. Because with the board, it was all about money. It was all about getting a certain amount of profits after a season. That dropped when you came out the top 4.
You see how Flawless was saying about Man United. Oh man, he's so angry with them being second, and obviously I'm 10th, and I'm not even being like that, talking how he's talking, right? And that's because he's been there now for a few years. And you remind me of how Arsenal were under Arsene Wenger, where we were always there, always 1 or 2 players, but we never competed because the board never showed the ambition to go and sign that player to get us to the top. That's my biggest fear. But we have to get there first, and it's a journey to get there. But it's not impossible that Arsenal in the Europa League. It's not impossible. We should beat Slavia Prague after what they've done, and we should be if we beat Zagreb or Villarreal.
I can drop the agenda for that smash.
Exactly. So the whole point being, it's not impossible that Arsenal go and win the Europa League. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not impossible. If we do, that's a success. Because I don't care where you finish the league. If you won a trophy to get Champions League football and the European trophy, it's a decent season, isn't it? And that will be probably 3 out of 3 trophies or 3 honours, because Community Shield's not a trophy, in 2 years. It's not bad, but it's not here yet. But yeah, I think the board question, I have to give the new guys a bit of time, because they're just new. I can't judge Edu after one summer. I can't do that. That's just unfair if I just put an agenda against him. Let's see how he does this summer. Let's see how ruthless they are. If they sell players like Bellerin, maybe even Xhaka and Co, and just be ruthless in general. And if they're not, then I can obviously say these guys are not the guys. If they are, then I have to give them credit. So we'll see how it happens.
All right, cool. Has anyone got anything else they want to talk about regarding Arsenal?
Does that performance sum up your season?
Ooh, weird. Because if you look at essence, right? Look at the Spurs game, right? For 10 minutes, we were horrific at the end, right? Horrific, right? But for 80 minutes, we just dominated the game. Fantastic performance, right? So you see the 30 minutes we had at the start of the game. Say if that was right at the end of the game, right? Where we were 3-0 up and they could pull it back, right? It's like we've still dominated for most of the game. They just had a period of time, right? So it's weird to I can't really say we had a great performance because we didn't win the game. But the second half was great, and we had signs in that first half as well. We could have won that game. We could have, right? But yeah, it probably does. It probably does because there's so many ifs, buts, and maybes, but there ain't no 3 points at the end of it. So yeah, it definitely does sum up our season in one massive game, man.
Yes,
Bro, I can guarantee you, man, at halftime or at 3-0 down, you man are going right. Where's the chat at? Where's Babs at? At him here. My WhatsApp was just my
on 30 minutes. Babs, on 30 minutes, I was going to text you. And I thought, you just as I was about to text you, you scored the first one, and I thought, what, I'll wait.
Do you know what it is, right? I was, so what it was, right, is my phone was twerking, it was vibrating, because everyone's messaging me, Arsenal this, Arsenal that. And I'm not going to come back after the game and say, because we didn't win the game. But I guess we didn't do a Tottenham, Tottenham went 2-0 down and couldn't come back, 3-0 down and pull it back to get a point, which is not the levels. But hey, I'm not doing Tottenham. I won't celebrate a draw. Never celebrate a draw. Not our Arsenal Football Club. And if you are celebrating a draw, no, get out of it.
Really? I'd love this energy last January when there's a certain result.
No, but no one celebrated Arsenal's drawing against Chelsea. It was the Gabriel Martinelli goal. That's all it was.
Really? That's not what I saw around the time, right? Especially your admin, bro. Spurs
game against Arsenal is the best result, right? The best example, right? Spurs lost the game, right? But they scored a great goal. So if that goal gets played back in the next few years, like that Rabona, right? No one's gonna care what the result. It's a great goal. So Martinelli was a good goal from the halfway line.
It was a good goal.
It was a good goal. It was a good goal.
It was a 1-on-1 against Kepa, man.
Werner don't do that.
Against Kepa, I actually back Werner.
Werner can't finish.
I don't even care about it.
Werner don't finish that.
That was a 1v1 against Kepa. No challenges whatsoever.
Lewis,
it's because N'Golo Kante split because of his dead touch.
Yeah, I'll be honest, right? Arsenal fans love Martinelli. So no matter what he does, whether it's a tap-in, a 35-year-old screamer, right, yard screamer, we're still going to love him. And no matter what, he's the one player one of the few players that Arsenal fans just want to see succeed. So no matter what he does, it's a great thing. He might score a tap-in, as I said. It'll be a great tap-in. World-class tap-in. Ballon d'Or winning tap-in. Like, that's how it is for Martinelli. But no one celebrates a result. No, I can never celebrate a draw, man. I can never go, we pulled it back. Yeah, no, man. Celebrate the goal. And the comeback, yeah, fantastic, but he didn't win the game. So what does it matter?
Okay, cool. We'll take that. And we were going to go to Villa versus Spurs, but I think Slav's disappeared. So instead, Oh, no, Slav is back. Yeah, let's talk Villa versus Spurs because I forgot to even get the photo loading for it. But yeah, you guys had a perfect confidence-building result after the week from hell, losing to Zagreb and the loss in the North London derby and everything like that. But it was a good away win against a tough Aston Villa side. 2-0 for Tottenham. And now you guys are back to 3 points behind Chelsea in 4th place. So what's your thoughts on the game? And what's your thoughts on your top 4 hopes? Because it's like a roller coaster for you guys. You guys have this big downturn, then you get one semi-decent result, and now you're back to within arm's reach of top 4 again. So what's your thoughts? Because really and truly, this season could be looked at in 2 different ways for you. Go on, Slav.
Slav, are you good? What's going on?
I think the connection's late, I think.
Is it the connection or if it's late? Or Slav's going through something? Are you good?
Late for him.
Tottenham won a trophy.
Slav, are you good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm just making sure that all banter aside, I'm just making sure you're blessing that. You know what I'm saying? You see it off.
There's a delay.
Yesterday I worked 18
Big
hours.
Facts, yo. Clear, not even close in that. Best Ivorian in the Premier League history. Just thought I'd put it out there. Go on, Slav.
I will take you out for real, bro. Best Ivorian in Premier League history. Are you mad?
I agree, mate. I agree.
Scrap me, you know?
What's the name of the show again? What's the name of the show? What's the name of the show again?
We have to debate that,
but that's not even shameless. That's just disrespectful. And I can't let
Luis put his arms out, yo, like, I've had enough of this shit.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Slav. Go on. What were you saying? What
was I saying? You asked if I was right. I'm just shattered, mate. I worked 18 hours yesterday, so.
Oh, man.
I'm fucking knackered, man. I was helping out at I was actually at Stamford Bridge yesterday as I was sending Lewis pictures.
Oh yeah, what a beautiful institution. I miss that place.
But yeah, look, I think Neil asked Bavs, does that sum up your season? You know, when he said about the Arsenal West Ham game. If you want to know what sums up us, obviously we had that dreadful week last week with the Europa League and Arsenal, but we're top of the form table in the Premier League.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my
What games?
God,
How many
yeah, they
games?
are.
What last?
They won
How many?
4, that's 1.
Wow. Mourinho win, yeah?
No. I'm just saying, like, just sums us up.
Put the contract on the table. Let him put whatever numbers he wants to put.
Mm-hmm.
Say the same
Shout out
about
to Rio,
Arteta, bro. Say the same
Fairs,
about
man.
Arteta.
You can say that. You can say that. I got nothing about it.
Still pending.
Yeah, I mean, the Villa game was like, I was dreading it. Like, I'm sitting there going, oh, here we go. Like, and even the first 10, 15 minutes, I was sitting there like this. And then we scored the goal. Big Vinny getting his first Premier League goal. And after the story, and I don't know if any of you heard the story about him. It was obviously quite sad. It's it's nice to see him score a Premier League goal. And then we got the second, and it was just much needed. A feel-good result, I call it. Just something to go into the international break with instead of 3 defeats on the bounce, 3 depressing defeats on the bounce. So a much needed result, and yeah, so like you said, it's somehow 3 points off the top 4. God knows how, but we are, and I don't think we'll finish in the top 4. Well, I mean, probably not, but you never know. I mean, look, I think out of the teams in and around the top 4, United. Well, I guess maybe not United because you're miles ahead of us, but Leicester and Chelsea and West Ham. I think we've got the nicest run of games out of the lot.
You say that, yeah.
I
You say
can
that,
get
but
you-
we're only a point behind them.
Oh, okay. Well, we have to play United as well at home, and we have to play Everton. And other
That's
than
coming
that,
in 2 weeks.
if you look at some of our games, other than United at Everton, Newcastle away, Sheffield United at home, Villa at home, Wolves at home, Leeds, who will probably have nothing to play for because they're safe and they're not going to, get any further or lower than where they are. So games that we should be winning. So hopefully we can get a run going, and obviously that cup final as well, a nice week break in between to somehow shithouse a cup final. If we can.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Leeds? What do you think they're going to do against you? Do you think they're the kind of team that can batter you?
I don't know. We beat them very comfortably at home, and I think they're not going to change their style of play. And if they are going to come out and be Leeds, I think we'll beat them because it's perfect. That's the one team in the league where Mourinho probably rubs his hands together. Because they throw everything at you and leave so much space behind. And when you've got Kane and Son and whatever, that is a recipe for disaster if you're Leeds. But look, in terms of the Villa game, we didn't even have Son. He completely changed up the team. I mean, Joe Rodon played and Tanganga played, and they were excellent. And then Japhet Tanganga is playing at right back. And he's our best right back, despite being a centre back. So exactly, he was really good. So there was some positives. Rodon and Tanganga being really good positives, and then no Son as well. Lucas Moura has really stepped up in recent weeks. Even the games that we lost, he was the standout man. He's been really good. He is the epitome of desire. He wants it. He runs his socks off for 90 minutes. He's what every team needs in terms of application. And it's just a shame the rest of our squad doesn't have that. But there's a clear split in our dressing room that's just so like the players that played against Villa are obviously and probably Son and Lamela, who were both out. They're probably the players that they side with Mourinho, and then you have the ones that didn't play, like Dele Alli and Winks, and the players that don't get much of a look in are quite obviously the ones causing problems in the dressing room. And it's just such an obvious split that I guess he trusts. He's playing the players that he knows will play for him. But look, despite the disappointment, I said this last week, we can win this cup final. I know it's Man City, and I know they are the clear and outright and deservedly so favourites. They are the best team probably in Europe. But look, you never know.
Neil,
not at the moment.
Maybe
them and Bayern.
Yeah, we'll give it to Bayern. Go on, carry on.
You just said Spurs are the most informed team in the league, bro. You should be good.
But Neil, I think you'd agree if you win that Southampton game at Wembley, and if Man City get to the final, look, you'd be in the same position as me. You won't. It's a cup final. If I say if you're in that position and someone says to you you're going to lose, you'll go, well, what? We might not. It's a cup final.
Yeah, I think the expectations of Tottenham and Leicester are still very different.
Huh?
But I don't know your last few results against Man City. We can trip them up.
Well,
I know we can, and we have done.
Well, we've
even
lost
this
two of
season.
our last. We've lost 2 of our last 8 against them. We knocked them out of the Champions League. We beat them at home the last 2 times. The only times they beat us was a couple of weeks ago when we lost there, and then they beat us at the Etihad 1-0 2 days after the Champions League result because we weren't interested in that game. We let them have. That was when they steamrolled everyone to the title. So if we can shithouse top 4 in a cup, like it somehow turns out to be a good season for us. That is a good season for us. A cup and a top 4. That is at the end of the day. That is at the end of the day what this man was brought in to do. Like it's the same as what Lewis is to
Does he
flawless.
get a contract extension?
Well, he won't get an extension because he's still got time left on his. It's not running out at the moment. So, if he financially top 4 is more important than the cup.
What if he wins the Europa League?
Huh?
What if he wins the Europa League?
But we're not in it, so.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. No, so I fully forgot that.
Nah.
Oh my god, I had a stinker there.
Anyone else think he forgot that?
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I could have made a joke out of that as well. Fuck.
This is why we are Shameless FC.
I'm being
why-
serious. I
I'm-
actually fully forgot
Yeah,
that.
facts.
I don't know. I just feel a bit disconnected from it all at the moment. Like,
Trust me, one game a week is quite nice, bro. Trust me.
yeah. The
Yeah,
thing
we
is,
can tell
obviously, I
them
really want to win the one game a week. That Chelsea, even though Chelsea are a much better team than us with a better squad, they still are in three competitions.
Mm-hmm.
3 competitions. So, which one would you say you're going to focus on, Lewis?
Yeah, he's right there,
Here it
Christian.
comes.
Big up Christian and that. Ahmed made his
Probably
Ivory
the
Coast
Premier
debut
League.
today. Brazil's under 21 don't even want Martinelli.
It's,
Fact, yo. Martinelli can't even get ahead over William.
now
Hang on,
because we have an
hang
easy
on,
run of games.
Who cares about Martinelli?
It's the super chat, fam.
Would you say that?
Yeah, we're about to go to the super chat, but I was going to let the discussion run first. But
I think
we
he
got an
cares
easy
about
run of games
Martinelli,
up
you
to
know.
the last 4. That's the thing. So we could easily go for the Champions League and the FA Cup more in the next few games because the Premier League should be games that we should be winning if we're serious about finishing in the top 4. And then we get to the final 4 games. It's Man City. You should have the title done by then. Arsenal, which will be tough because they'll be trying to get into Europa League spots or Conference League spots, one or the other. There's Leicester City, which is going to be a massive top 4 battle. That's going to be a big 6-pointer. And then we end the league. Then we end the league season at Aston Villa away. And I'm not underestimating them either because we don't even know.
If you go back to it, you have Porto in the Champions League. Realistically, you're most likely going to, providing any shocks, you're going to get through that tie, which leaves you.
I'm not saying nothing on camera.
Hang
but-
on.
I thought it was Shameless, bro. Come on.
Bruv, man,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
said
but
it
it's
like
all
he
not
wants
so
that, bruv.
clippy and everything.
Oh, Lewis, you
You
scared
see-
of being
you see-
clipped, Lewis, yeah?
Porto again smacked. Porto again absolutely
saw
smacked
that-
them, putting a spliff
I
and
saw that-
backstrap. There we go.
I saw
There
that
we go.
George Benson, right? He's got, yeah,
My
bro.
God,
Where's
Lewis.
the Christensen meme?
No.
Bro, you know how that's going to work, innit?
There we go.
Lewis.
Perfect timing.
Clip this up, bruv.
Back in May, bro. I'd love to see it. Double the Champions League
So
and the
my
rest of
point
London.
is-
Come on. Go on.
I swear down, every week I try and have
We got
a
one.
point, and we just go miles away off topic.
Go on,
Also,
Slav. Go on, man.
No, I was going to say, Lewis is, what was your name, Lewis? Sorry? On this chat? I thought it was like UCL 2021, no?
One
Lewis, you
sec.
know we got a Champions League as well, by the way.
Yeah, there we go.
What?
No, we have a Champions League.
Go on. What's the joke?
2007 female. There's no joke. This is serious. 2007 female champions, UEFA Champions League winners, Arsenal Football Club. Respect.
Well,
We
you
won
know
it
what?
first.
We won
it first, lads.
Much more prestigious. Respect to the Arsenal ladies. They've been keeping the name going the last 13 years, so we'll give
Yeah,
credit where
so
it's
from
due.
now on, when we can sing Champions of Europe.
Would you say the Arsenal ladies are more successful than the Arsenal's men team, innit?
Yeah, give
All
all the
jokes aside.
credit.
They have
due.
been.
Yeah, they
I'll
deserve
give
that.
them
Even
I'll
so,
give
they always
So
seem
we
to
won
be in the
Champions
FA
League,
Cup
lads.
finals
So
and that.
that
Salute
debate is
salute
now
to
put to
Arsenal
one side.
ladies, man. Out here doing bits. The men need to follow suit.
There you go.
I think Slav was still waiting to make his point. Slav, go on, man.
Where's
Sweet.
Liverpool, Donny? Where's
Right.
Havertz?
Go on, Slav. No one will say nothing. Go on.
Oh God.
No, you're in 3 competitions, and look, you'll probably finish in the top 4 and do well in the other competitions. But it might work in our favour that you have 10 games a week for the next 3 months, and we have 1. That might work in our favour, just because it's a mental season, and you never know. But so I'm going to hold a little bit of hope. But at the end of the day, it's the hope that kills you. But one last point I want to make: every week we sit and we discuss whether Harry Kane is leaving. Lewis, would you like to share on screen the tweet that I shared in the group of
give me a second,
David Ornstein announcing that Harry Kane will be staying at Tottenham, regardless of what you think of him or of Tottenham? Before Babs gives it, just before you give it, Babs, Harry Kane will be staying at Tottenham for the rest of his career. As announced, as I told you. As I told you, I was right.
Moment of silence for Harry Kane?
Do not doubt my Tottenham sources. Harry Kane will never leave Tottenham. End of debate. We never need to have the conversation again.
Oh, do you mean Harry Kane will never win a proper trophy?
You would say what you like, Baz. I don't care. He's saying. You're just salty.
Man retired without a league title now. Basically it.
There you go. There it is.
The last 24 hours
there it is.
I think Harry Kane
Lewis.
for the rest of his career. Mad.
Realistically, though, if he was to go, where would he go?
Thank you.
Like, legit,
where would he go? Neil, let me
go anywhere that I'd win something like Juve or
let
Bayern.
me sort of add to that. Harry Kane loves Tottenham. Yeah, I've met his family. His family all go to the away games. His brother Charlie, his dad. I've actually sat next to them by complete luck before. People are still thinking he's going to leave. It's literally announced by Ornstein, who is one of the most reliable geezers out there. Anyway, Neil, you just said it. Yeah, who's going to pay 150 million plus his wages for a 28-year-old that gets injured every year? Right? He loves Tottenham, and so if he goes to a Premier League club, it would be probably no one other than Man City. But if you're City, you're not going to spend 150 mil on him when you can go and get Haaland. When you can go and get Haaland for half the price. And half the age. Well, not half the age, but you get my point. What I'm trying to. He's 8 years younger. What?
Who does he love? You said he loves the club.
Yeah, he loves Tottenham. Why?
What?
Oh yeah.
That's
why.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
does he love Tottenham like Gareth Bale using your club like a gym?
No, I don't care about those Bale.
We're going to go to that as well. Perfect segue. Love that. I want to hear.
I thought gyms are closed, man. I thought gyms are closed.
There's nothing to discuss, though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I need an excuse to drop that because I didn't even get to drop that one.
Shameless, bro. We need to get Bale on the show, bro.
Plans to Madrid next season after Spurs loans. He says the Real deal runs to the end of 21-22. The main reason why I came to Spurs was to play football. Going into the Euros, I wanted to be match fit.
Wait.
Plan was to do a season.
He's literally just said
to go back.
What the facts are. He's here on loan for a year. He's not our player at the end of the day. He is going back in the summer. He's not like what more is there to it? He's not like on a 4-year deal where he've just signed him for big money. He's on loan for a season, and it's been taken completely out of context. Yeah, like they've even come out today and said it. No, as in
there's video of him saying it.
How do you share screen on this thing?
There should be an option at the bottom. You know where it tells you to mute and everything. There should be a share button.
All right, let me get. Oh, firstly, it's facts, right? Firstly, it's facts here. He is going back. If you're doing a rebuild, you don't buy 31-year-olds, do you? Now I fucking.
Take the super chat off for a sec.
Oh shit! 1 second. Big up the super chat as well, saying Ahmed made his Ivory Coast debut today, and the Brazilian under-21s don't even want Martinelli.
Martinelli
Martinelli slander.
Martinelli can't even get ahead of Willian at club or country. You know what I mean? Let's put that out here.
Right,
Willian.
Don't kill me now.
Noted.
Brazilian international Premier League winner, man.
Yeah,
right, let's listen.
Highest assist at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely buzzing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Baz, you snake.
I can't be
again.
Man's doing
and he's going to win us some trophies.
We didn't hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Gareth Bale is going to be a Tottenham player again, and he's going to win us some trophies.
Everyone that's saying Gareth Bale has passed it, you know what I mean? They're just salty gooners and that's it.
We're a big club now. Like
He is going to smash it. He is going to absolutely smash it.
We should be pushing for that top 3. I have in my head we will finish 3rd, maybe higher, but I think we will finish 3rd. You know, I can't wait to see it.
Didn't really win much for us, but I feel like him coming back now will turn him into a legend. Will turn him into a Premier League legend.
So excited.
So excited.
Oh, I love Twitter, man.
Wait, okay. Yeah, let me. Yo, wait. I swear down, I'm leaving if I can't add to that.
Go on. Floor is yours.
Harry Kane. If Gareth Bale wins the Carabao Cup,
He's malfunctioning.
Yeah. If Gareth Bale wins the Carabao Cup, is what I said wrong?
No.
You don't say
I want a yes or a no.
No.
Is anyone else? Anyone else?
Now you're spot on. Yeah, what you said is not wrong if he wins the Carabao
I've
Cup.
had your back now. Don't worry.
Whatever else, what other people said. Hang on, what other people in that video said is not my issue because I'm not them. Yeah, I don't care.
Question
But
though,
if
did
Gareth
you
Bale
guys
wins
have
it,
Tottenham in the top 4 like predictions at the beginning of the season?
Did I?
Yeah,
I remember. And I still
Been
think
on
we might
Blues
get
fans TV and everything.
People
I
are
said
acting
Spurs
as if we're like,
I know.
man, we're 3 points off the top 4.
Don't be disrespect. What did you say? People are acting like you're ninth. Why? Who's ninth currently?
Who's ninth?
Who's
Yeah,
ninth?
come on,
Oh.
say 10th now, lads. Say 10th now, innit? Say 10th now, bro. Say 10th now, innit? Give me 10th. I want to hear 10th.
Slav,
now,
that was
bro.
slick. I like that.
10th now.
That was slick the way Slav did
Give
that.
me the
That
10th,
was
bro.
very slick. Very, very, very,
Here comes
Everyone's
the-
getting smarter with their slander now.
I don't care about it. I don't
Is that
care.
the first time you've been in double
Believe
single
me,
figures this
yeah,
year? Congrats,
Yeah,
bro.
You're like
Congrats,
6
congrats,
months,
bro.
Congrats.
Congrats.
There was
We're
one
proud
part
of you.
Arsenal
We're proud of
above
you, yeah?
No way.
Yeah, there was a part with Arsenal above Chelsea. They
Round of
were
applause, everybody.
One part,
yeah.
man.
Get out the cake with a 9 on it.
By the way,
Get out the cake.
We
Oh,
made it, we lads, we made it.
But like, what on those Bale
Let's
comments?
go.
Like,
We're a big
look,
club now, lads.
obviously they're on. Obviously, those Bale comments aren't worded very nicely from a Tottenham point of view.
Oh.
But at the end of the day,
they're coming.
He's
Man
to you.
said
here
trophies. He said trophies.
They're
he's
coming
here
for
on
you.
loan.
What trophy? I already covered that.
yeah, that's
Mate, if
Bro,
we
you'll
get
be
that,
in the
I can't-
Johnson Paint Trophy soon. You get me?
man said some trophies that won Carabao Cup. You lot are
Do
taking
you know what?
liberties.
Right?
You know what
If
Slav
I'm
meant,
Mourinho,
man.
right? Mourinho can have a tactical masterclass. Lose enough games to finish in the Conference League. That might be the best chance you win of winning a trophy. The Conference League. I'll be honest.
That's shit. That's what you'll be in, mate.
Yeah, but do you know what? Look, we could be in that, bro. The thing is, right? That's what you need to be in, though, because that's the best chance of you winning a trophy. Honestly, I'm being honest. Like that might be the best chance.
I mean, when it comes to European trophies, I put both of you lot in that. To be honest,
Bro, I know I've already
Hang
accepted
on,
us being.
Lewis,
I'm
respect here,
already
we've got
mentally
two.
prepared
We've got
for the
two.
anthem. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for
Oh,
what this
yeah.
anthem's gonna sound like. So, but yeah, I'm already there. I don't mind if we're there because I've accepted defeat.
No,
I need someone else to be there with me. I need to drag someone with me, bro.
Is Odegaard not doing the same thing?
Yeah, but the difference with
The
Odegaard
veil.
is completely different. His quotes, he's never once said my focus. Do you know what? Right, the
I'm
best
not asking
example of
about his
Arsenal-
quote. I don't give a
This-
fuck
this
about his
time,
quotes.
right, let me
Answer
answer,
the
let me
question.
answer.
Is he
Right.
there on loan or not?
Yeah, he's on loan, but hang on, no one
So it's
cussed
the
out Bale
same
because he's on
thing.
loan.
It's not a debate. Stop trying to debate things that aren't
Bro,
debatable.
your legends just said
I'm
I'm
not
here
talking
for
about
gym
his
practice,
ability.
bro. Man here to do some
I'm not
squats and
talking
go.
about his ability.
Man's here
either.
to do
I'm
some
not
dumbbell
talking
lifts and
about
I'm
how
out.
he's good at football.
Bro, that's
I'm not talking about if he
Man said man's out here to do some dumbbell lifts and I'm out. You know.
He's using your club as a treadmill, man. And you're talking to me about Gareth Bale. Bro, you said he's here.
You've got two.
You said he's here to win
You've got
trophies, bro.
Danny Ceballos
Man,
to
said
work
Mourinho is his
with.
personal trainer, man.
Man said
Listen,
he's here
man.
to do some dumbbell lifts and he's out.
Martin Odegaard's doing an
Oh,
internship.
dear
at
God.
Arsenal. That's all it is.
Okay, no, listen, right? Let me
Oh
say
my
this. Let me
God,
talk, right?
Oh.
In terms of Odegaard, you're right. He's on loan, and no one's saying he's gonna stay. But no one was saying that about Bale until he put those quotes out of him saying, "I'm here to work out and go." That's what he said. I'm not saying anything about Odegaard. I'm not saying he's gonna stay. He's gonna move. But at least with Odegaard, he's not come out and said, "I'm here to practice."
I never said Bale.
Like, he's
stay.
here.
He's
He's
also
saying all
on
the
loan.
time,
The
"I like
best
the
bit is,
club. I
though,
might stay."
No, I don't
So-
want us to activate it, but the Bale contract, loan contract, has the option of an extra year. Which, if we extend it, will look a bit stupid now, won't it?
Second-
But I actually read. I don't want him. If you're talking about a rebuild, which Tottenham are talking about, like we need a rebuild. It's just yourself. You don't buy 31. You don't loan 31-year-olds We're doing a
when he's out
rebuild.
of contract after the second year,
You don't loan
Kane
anyone
is
if you're doing a
not set for a
rebuild. That's
rebuild.
not how you build.
yeah, but think
Huh?
about it. His
Right.
contract runs out till the end of next season. So if he
Yeah, but
stays,
also-
with you guys
Yeah, he's
in
got a
second
contract.
season and
Yeah.
improves his quality, maybe you
Also-
keep him on a free afterwards on a reduced wage.
Back to Odegaard.
I don't want it. He'd be
It's
33
completely
then.
different. Odegaard's a completely different.
Oh, I'm
aspect
so
because
rent
that
free in
wasn't-
your head. You want to come back to it?
You asked the question. I'm just answering it. That's all.
Didn't
I'm
ask a
doing.
question.
You said no. You said isn't Odegaard doing the same? So I'm gonna answer it now.
That was about 5 minutes ago, and you said yeah.
Yeah, but you never let me answer it there, right?
Flawless
so
break up the
Odegaard's
popcorn,
coming.
bruv.
Odegaard's
Yeah,
coming in
serious. I
January,
forgot it.
Right, he's coming in January, where it's an emergency
All right,
transfer.
we'll talk
He
about
wasn't meant to come
Ceballos.
here. Whereas, that's different. I was gonna say that.
These two need their
Ceballos
own
is the best
show, yo.
example.
This is
Danny
brilliant.
Ceballos has made it clear from the get-go. I'm here to play for Arsenal and to go back to Real Madrid. So he said it. That's my dream. That's my dream.
Right.
Odegaard's not said that. He could easily say it. We all know that Zidane. He don't like Zidane. If Zidane stays, Odegaard's gonna leave Real. But I don't know to
The
Arsenal.
thing is,
or
yeah,
Real
you don't
Madrid.
know if he doesn't like. You don't know if what Zidane and Odegaard's relationship is.
No, but he said it himself. He wants stability, and even the bro. I'm not going off my IT
I
case,
think-
right?
I think
because
Odegaard-
Mikel
Real
Arteta is not my
Madrid-
uncle, bro. I don't know about. Listen, I'm not going to ITK, so I'm a fan in it, right? You might be an ITK. I am not that, bro. Yeah. I've heard a lot of reliable, Norwegian sources and the articles from Norway and articles from Spain and everyone saying it's a possibility, and that's all I'm saying. Right, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to stay.
It's a
I'm not saying he's
possibility
gonna
that he
sign
can
for
do in
Arsenal,
summer, of course.
right?
But
But if he does
I
sign,
think Real
it's
Madrid
just
are
make you guys
definitely
look
the
stupid
10.
because I'm not sitting there going, he signed a contract. Yeah, he's here next year. I'm
Shout
just saying
out
if it happens,
full-time
it happens.
boxes.
If it don't, it don't. But with you and Gareth Bale, he's gonna win trophies. And other fans saying, "We're a big club now. We're back now." And so, you can now see.
I think if you get
bro,
to the Champions
look,
League final, you are a big club.
let me get it straight, right? Let me get it straight, Slav. Were you there that day in that parade outside Spurs' training ground? Was that there? Was that you there?
It wasn't. There's only about 20 people there.
But so you were having a parade outside the ground, right? Breaking lockdown regulations, by the way. But you're breaking. So you're outside the
we weren't
Spurs
breaking
ground.
the damn regulations. There
I'm
was no
joking.
lockdown.
But
in
so you're
August,
outside the Spurs ground. You man are going, he's born to play for Spurs. No, what is it? What's the chant? How's it go? Gareth Bale was born to
Yeah,
play
go on,
for
what's
Spurs.
the
Like you're
point?
chanting, you're going Bale back, Bale this, dropping music
I've got
videos,
dinner
all
soon.
sorts of
Can you
that.
get on with it?
But I'm just saying, bro, like you just got to admit, like, it was just that is just embarrassing. That was embarrassing. You don't see Arsenal fans making videos about Odegaard, music videos about Odegaard,
Oh, you make
celebrating
videos
outside the
about
ground for
Carlton.
Odegaard. Bro, you man are outside.
Yeah, you
the
did do the
ground,
party. You did do the party
bro,
video still for
yeah,
holding mid.
bro, look, go watch the video back. Man going, he's born. It's just that's why we don't take you seriously sometimes, because your fans, you do it to yourself sometimes. Your teams, okay, it can have a bad game and it can, but sometimes your fans as well. It's like the Arsenal fans, to be honest. I'm not saying it's not us as well, but why were you doing that? Because you were there, so you can give us personal experience. What was your thought process to go, I'm going to stand outside the ground, training ground, and celebrating him coming to the club on loan?
There was no thought process. My mates just thought, it's a nice day out. Let's go and stand outside the training ground and welcome him to the
You can go
club.
play football. You can go, play some golf, maybe, But man chose to go outside the ground I just thought, listen, I just said, man, I would never do that. But it's fans that would do that. But for a loan signing, who's basically done nothing for Spurs so far, who's, as he says, he's
You've got more
treating you as
goals
a
than
gym.
your star boy.
Fair enough. Wow. He's treating you as a
So
gym,
he's not
though.
star
Bro.
boy then.
Man treated you as the gym membership, bruv. And that is a violation in its own.
All right, that's fine. Then
That's
don't
simple
call
as-
Saka a star boy.
Saka
Saka
is
is a star boy then. Then why
fair
has he got
enough.
less goals than Tulsa?
Sorry?
Why has he got less goals than the golfer, as you call him?
I'm not saying Bale's a bad player. I'm just saying he's come to your club and violated you, man. What's the difference between that?
You've said Bale is a bad player for every week for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, because for Spurs this week, he's not lived up to your expectation that you guys set him. We're back, big club, trophies. So obviously I'm gonna hold him to a higher standard.
I didn't say.
He's come from Real
I
Madrid.
said one of those.
Bro,
things.
you just said.
Don't
Alright,
don't
let
take
me
off-
rewind
don't
that
take
clip,
off-
bro. Let me
Okay,
reload that,
mouth.
bro. Let me reload that clip one more time, bro.
Where did I say big club?
No, but you said
No,
we're
he
going
did
to
say
win
that. Someone else
trophies.
said big club.
Right, you said
Exactly,
trophies.
so don't put other
You're
people's
holding
words
him
in
to
my
a
mouth.
standard. Be honest now. Let's not waffle about it, right? You thought you were back when he signed him. You thought, alright, this is a signing that's gonna send Kane to the next level, Son to the next level, and we're gonna be fighting for something big this season. Be
It
honest.
did. It
right?
did. It put those two to the
There
next
you
level,
go.
but he didn't.
Right,
Go
so
with,
that's
he
why
didn't go with it.
you hold Bale to a different standard completely.
He
Right?
put
Because Bale's come
Kane
from
and Son
Madrid
to the next
with a
level, but Bale
reputation,
stayed
and
the
it's
same
not
level.
like Bale is let's just say he's not like 35 or 36. He's 31. This is actually his peak years technically. His peak years. And Donny's like, yo, I fancy. Like, he literally go right. He went to his family. Yo, who fancies a holiday in London for? He's using you as a caravan club, bro. He's using you as treating you like, bro. That's what he is, bro. He's come here, played some golf.
I said treating you like a caravan club.
That's no. Being honest, if you look at this, that's what he's done. He's come here. He's had a bit of fun. He had all the fans. He had parades. He had the social interactions. He had a little bit of gym, a little bit of golf.
Oh my god!
You know,
Oh my god! Man said, yo, you treating it like a caravan.
Bro, he's come as a holiday, bro. It is. I'm being honest. It's a holiday. Because he's not. Look, at least with Odegaard. What did you. Hang on, Slav. What did you say about Odegaard in the chat literally a few days ago? What did you say about Odegaard?
Yeah, I said he's really good. But what's that got to do
So
with it?
Odegaard's starting to, at this point so far, starting to perform. Leo hasn't performed.
But he's on loan, geezer. You can't. He's on loan. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not on loan.
Right.
Listen, man. As I said, man.
I don't
you
care.
man keep making chance. Hey, maybe next time you might sign Van der Vaart and you go, hey, he's
Oh my
god.
Van der Vaart's retired, bro.
Ah, man, it is what it is, man. I can't be asked to go back into this again, but hey, Gary the Golfer, man, big up yourself.
Back next year, love to see it.
We need a rebuild, mate.
You get no mate.
Oh my god!
Even in the international break, there's beef. You love to.
I love to see it. Oh my god!
It never gets boring, man. I swear.
Oh,
What other games was there? Chelsea beat Sheffield United 2-0. What a dead game that we went through. I actually don't give a shit about discussing it. There was nothing to talk about, so we can easily move on from that one. Player of the Month awards. And Flawless, you wanted to get at me about Anderson last season. Stick Anderson up your ass, man.
Oh, is it?
Is
Right. It's not my fault that Christensen's the second best, you get me, Danish centre back in West London. You get what I'm saying? It's not my fault, fam. You know what I'm saying? Where was Christensen last month and that? And did he not get hauled off against Sheffield United?
What?
Did he not get hauled off against Sheffield United as well?
Didn't McGoldrick get 3 big chances as soon as Christensen got hauled off?
It is what it is, hey.
Wait, did he get hauled off?
Yeah, man, he got hauled off. That's Tuchel, innit? Tuchel's had enough of him already and hauled him off.
Is that a joke? Is that being serious?
That'd be serious. He got dragged off, mate. Not injured, nothing.
Don't listen to propaganda.
Listen, man, he's slandering your boy. You can't have that, man.
Your propaganda, because Sheffield United did nothing in the final third until Christensen.
Man's a propaganda.
You know how full of shit I am. I didn't even watch the game, yo. I didn't even watch it.
I was watching Arsenal.
See this? Can't be asked.
Agendas before facts.
This is shameless
This
FC
is
people.
shameless, exactly, man. This is shameless. What we do.
All I know is that he got taken off. I see Lewis tweeting about it. That's all it is. So I'm running with that. Was he injured though? All jokes aside.
No. Not even injured. It was just a substitution. Which, to be honest, wasn't really the right decision. But Sheffield United, I don't care. The intensity wasn't there for that match. We played that game like it was an under-10s match. And that's the only reason why we were able to get a 2-0 win out of it. But they played Atletico Madrid 3 days before. They ain't going to have the same intensity for Atletico Madrid as they are Sheffield United. So it is what it is. But Player of the Month nominees, and nearly everybody here has a player in here, except for maybe Arsenal and Liverpool. But it is. What's everyone's thoughts of Players of the Month, and who do they want to see win? And what's your option for your club? And if you couldn't pick your club's player, who do you want to see go for the win? Me, obviously, I'm going for the Danish Maldini himself. I think this has been well overdue. We have had to do an expansion of the AC Penitentiary as well.
Why did you have Bergwijn in there?
We have too many bodies. Why do we have Bergwijn? Bergwijn played against Christensen and he did nothing, so he gets dropped in there.
He didn't play, bro. He didn't play. He didn't play.
Greenwood played against us too. He didn't.
Yeah, Martial, but just pointing in mind, this is how shameless this guy is. Martial played 10 minutes against him. I put him in there.
I put Andy Carroll in there.
All right, Lewis, what have I got to do to negotiate Martial's release?
Dude in the white and red. Who's that?
What?
Oh, dude in the white and red, and then Andy Carroll.
I put my McGoldrick in there, you know.
Man,
do you want to know what?
I thought that was Sunderland. I was like, Sunderland's are in League One, bro. What's going on?
Is a repeat offender when it comes to Chelsea. You know how dangerous he is as well.
I put my McGoldrick in.
I don't care.
You know what, lads, right? Just to free my guys, right? Just to free my guys. I hope to God, right? I
put my McGoldrick in there.
I hope to God, right? This might be me jinxing it, bro. But we need to beat this guy because I can't have me be locked in there as well, bro. That's the last thing I want, bro. I can't have Saka.
What have I got to do to negotiate Martial and Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski's releases? We need to talk off air in it. We got to negotiate some Bales and
Martial,
what do you want Dominic at United?
Made the semis, but
Nah, we got to negotiate some deals and that, man. I'm gonna talk, innit? We need to lawyer up.
Yeah, I can't have Arsenal being the ones that end the
Bail
street
him
with
out.
Christensen as well. But really and truly, if I couldn't pick Christensen, I probably would go for. And really and truly, I think Iheanacho wins this one anyway. Especially if it's mainly based on a vote, he probably does, because I have the entire Nigerian following behind him, and I know that's going to be unstoppable. But it probably is going to be Iheanacho if it's just based on the vote. But for me, if it wasn't Christensen, it probably would it be Luke Shaw? Like big up donation.
Nah, it's Lionel Jesse, man. Or Luke Shaw.
That's what I was thinking. I was genuinely, if it can't be Nacho, I'm thinking Lingard. You know.
Yeah, if it's not Shaw, it's Lingard.
Lingard.
It's Lingard. Yeah.
Universal agreement for Lingard.
But this
Lionel
is just
Jesse.
No.
For the turnaround, I'd understand that.
Man's got 7 and
I
7.
respect Lingard.
He's got like 5 goals and 2 assists, or 5 assists and 2 goals.
There you go, man.
And he's playing against top 6 sides as well.
Exactly. Tough oppositions as well.
This guy bagging
Harry
in
Kane
it.
One game. He was
8 goals and 8 assists, but I'll just let you lot discuss.
In the last month. Kane's got 5 goal involvements, but they've only come in the space of 2 games. So there's the 2
but
goals.
also
and 2
Kane
assists.
had
He got 2 assists.
He didn't turn up in the
He
North
got
of the
2
Derby.
assists and 2 goals against Burnley. He got 2 assists. Sorry, 2 goals and an assist against Palace, and he got a goal on Sunday as well. So what is that?
What about the Sunday before that?
No, he didn't. But well done, you beat us. First time since I was.
I just asked if he scored. Lad. That's all I asked.
That was the first time you beat us since I met you in Wembley when I was in first year.
Can we move? Can we say Drogba versus Henry, please? I want to do this.
Drogba versus... Oh, raw. We're really just moving to Drogba versus Henry.
I think we need to do this, bruv. After this week, bruv. We need to do this one more time.
Innit? I'm just going to do what Flawless is doing, you know?
Yeah.
No. I want to say this right now on record, right? Drogba, great player, legend, no denying that. Henry, GOAT, legend, no denying that. What I don't like, right, and this is just of the last couple of days, man was just on social media, Twitter, just seeing what's going on, right? What's going on? What's happening right now? Right? I'm in the top 3. Let's go. Suck on that deal, right? But I was like, why are you bringing him up again? Why are you bringing him up? It was a Chelsea account, which obviously got me around because it was like,
don't worry, man. That's the top 3 you're getting this season. That's the most you're gonna get.
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. Right, but literally, bro. I was just like, why you gotta bring debates up? Because obviously, the moment you mention Thierry Henry, we're not gonna take that lightly, bro. You're mentioning our goal. You know that, innit? It's like someone says Gerrard's better than Lampard. Obviously, you're not gonna go, oh, that's fine. We're just gonna let that accept that. I'm not gonna accept that, bro. So
Scholes is clear of both of them, by the way.
Fair enough, right? But I'm just tired of the debates, right? Because I'm just going, we know that Henry's the best Premier League player of all time, and Drogba's a great player in finals, and Chelsea's greatest. What is he a greatest striker of all time?
Not of all time, because there's other options as well. You got Bobby Tam, you got Peter Oscar, but that's really far back in the time. Recent history, it's Drogba.
So the whole point being, you guys can appreciate him. You don't need to bring Thierry into these debates because we know Henry's the best Premier League player of all time. Premier League achievements, individual titles, invincibles, goals, record, everything. Henry's there, right? So I just think in terms of Drogba, you know, you got that Champions League and fair enough, but come on now, man. No one's once said Henry's the all-time GOAT. We're just saying he's a Premier League GOAT. And Lewis, would you agree or disagree with that?
I'd agree, but it also goes the other way around, where it's like, you lot slander Drogba for the longest, and then it just makes us go more intense with it as well. Like, really and truly, it's the international break. We all knew this shit was going to happen. We all know the inevitable Drogba versus Henry debate is there. But here's the thing. Henry definitely has stats on his side. Like, statistically, Drogba isn't going to chat to Henry. Fine. But that's why football isn't all about stats. It's 50% stats, 50% eye test for me. Didier Drogba passes the eye test with flying colours, but the reason why the stats don't really show it was
but
because...
Henry doesn't.
What?
But Henry doesn't then. Does he
no,
not pass
he's got the eye test too. But this is exactly what the argument is. This is exactly where the argument is for me.
I'm joking.
No, because with Didier Drogba, he's had injuries that he had to deal with numerous times through the Chelsea reign, which is half the reason why he never had a consistent season in him. But when he had a season where there wasn't any injuries that he had to deal with, you have a season like the 09-10 season where he bags 29 goals in a season, and only one was a penalty, and that was on the last day of the season to try and get him the Golden Boot. I also say for Drogba's debate too, I think this debate would be a lot more tighter if it weren't Frank Lampard taking penalties for us in his entire reign.
Yes.
That's a good 30, 40 penalties that he doesn't take, and he's a great penalty taker as well. Thierry Henry was your main penalty taker, am I correct?
I don't know. I don't know what Arsenal was much back then. He must have been, yeah.
Was he? Yeah, I can't remember actually. An Arsenal fan in the comments will be able to
Pires
say.
a taker for you. Ljungberg wouldn't. Yeah, it was Thierry. It was Thierry.
I'll be real. The only Pires one I remember was the howler against Manchester.
Yeah, that's
City.
what I was gonna say. The
Yep,
pass.
same.
It must have been Thierry Henry. So that also counts to it as well. And I'm not saying Thierry Henry's a penalty stat padder because he really isn't. But Didier Drogba could have had the penalties to make himself look a lot better, but he never took them. He was a selfless player by nature. What's his name? It's Jose Mourinho that coached that out of him and made him more selfless, and that's why other players around him were so much better as a result. I've said Lampard doesn't get near 211 goals for Chelsea if it's not Didier Drogba with him for the majority of his reign. Where he was
I hear that. I hear that.
No, I agree. But I just said, in terms of Thierry, dude, what he had was just consistency. 25 goals, 30 goals, 25 goals, 30 goals. Player of the year, player of the year, player of the year. Golden boot, golden boot, golden boot. You know what I mean? And also, it's just not that. Listen to the quotes of the greatest defenders of that era in the Premier League and what they say about him. John Terry, man's like, I used to fear him. He was the best I've ever played against.
Same
right?
for Drogba. We got
fair enough,
thing
right?
for Drogba.
Rio was like, I used to be in the tunnel and go, right? I used to have nightmares about him the night before. So, like, if you've got the greatest defenders of the Premier League era saying that about you, and look, the goals he scored as well. I know Drogba scored some bangers as well. There's no denying that. But with Drogba, I think I looked at his. Obviously, I didn't watch him from the start to the end. I watched him towards the end of his Chelsea career, right? But if I look at just off the basis of stats, that's just off the basis of stats. He's too inconsistent, right? But then obviously people that watched him will say no. People will say watch him play, and they say his assist, he will have more assists and so. But Henry's got obviously a better goal scoring ratio. But secondly, he also has assists as well. So he has goals, assists, the eye test. He's got the Player of the Month awards, the Player of the Year awards, the Golden Boots awards, the Premier League titles, the Golden Premier League title. So what does Henry not have to put him in that GOAT conversation? Would you say Drogba is in that GOAT's Premier League conversation?
Yes.
So he's up there with...
Drogba deserves to be up there. Yeah,
he's definitely in the conversation.
Okay,
he might not
he's
win
definitely in the
the
conversation.
If I was to ask you... All right, two best... Let's just say 4-4-2 formation, the two best strikers in the league's history... Premier League history, let's not go back to the first division. Premier League history, right? Who's your two strikers?
It's Henry and another though.
It's always Henry. It's always Henry.
Yeah, Henry is that. As much as it pays me to admit as a Manchester United fan, yes, it's Henry and one other.
No, but we can admit that. Like I can come in here and say
so
easy.
In that conversation.
Cool. Ability, even on camera, cool. Ability, Henry is better than Drogba, but it is not nearly as far away as Arsenal fans try and make it out to be. It's a tight conversation.
Drogba's in the conversation.
And for me, Henry would edge it. And I've always said, for me, I'll go Thierry Henry for a league campaign. I'll go Drogba for a cup run. Because no real football fan is going to say Drogba was levels clear of Henry. But same way, no football fan's going to say they take Henry over Drogba for a cup final. It goes both ways.
So are you saying is a glorified Olivier Giroud?
What? I mean, no. I called Didier Drogba the prince. I called what's his name, Olivier Giroud the Prince of Wembley. So if we're gonna do that, I'd call. You say it's close because Giroud's.
Bro, do you know what I hate about Giroud? I can't beat this story, bro. I can't beat Giroud, bro. I want to cuss him out. I want to call Giroud out, but this guy is gonna probably be France's all-time top goal scorer over Zidane, over Henry, over Trezeguet, over. Bro, how do you beat this guy, bro? Like, but for Arsenal, he was great and shit at the same time. But Drogba, man, as I said, you pay homage to the great player he is. But I think everyone can agree unanimously that Henry is the greatest. So we're not saying it shouldn't be a conversation. We're just saying let's stop having it every time because the answer is going to be it's never going to change, is it? It's not like we can go back in time and things can change. We always know the better player will be Henry. But I've seen Kane be brought into these arguments, by the way, as well. I've seen Kane put in his conversations. I'm like, no, he's not in this convo, bro. Kane's not in that convo. Kane is he's long off that convo right now, because he doesn't have what Henry and Drogba both have, which is league titles. Does Kane even have a Player of the Year award?
Everybody take a drink.
Hang on, but I mean, I'm not going to get involved in this whole debate, but league titles, right, is not based on one player. Like, you didn't win the league title because of one player. It's a team effort. And anyone that's played for any form of football, anyone that's played any form of football will know that. And if you disagree with that, go and watch or play another sport. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like,
Thierry Henry. What's your guys' thoughts?
Harry Kane is a ridiculous footballer, and if you think he's not,
He is.
you're an idiot.
But unfortunate.
Harry Kane is
for a club
7
like yours.
assists off 20 assists for the season, and he plays
Top
and he plays
assister
in this
and
club.
top
yeah,
goal scorer
But
this
who,
season.
but who is the top assist of all time in league history?
Yeah, but that's because Kane's still playing, bruv.
No, but who is it? Who
I don't know who legit. Who is it?
Oh, it's Thierry.
There's
Thierry
two
Henry.
players, Thierry and KDB. A striker and an attacking midfielder.
But one thing we're missing out is that assists back then were counted different to what they're at now. So back then the assists, and that's more credit to Henry. When if you passed the player a ball, I think if he took more than 2 or 3 touches, then you wouldn't get the assist. Whereas they changed it now. So imagine, like Beckham's clear. You know what I'm saying? And that all the players there and Scholes and that. But that's a whole other conversation.
But yeah, as I said, man, I don't think Kane is in that conversation yet. Playing wise, he's a great player, no denying that. But no trophies, no players.
What if he does get 20 assists though?
What happens if they get?
Great.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He'll be in that conversation of Suarez. That's what he'll be. In the league, Premier League terms, he'll be in Luis Suarez terms. Suarez had great seasons, but no league titles. Yeah? That's what Kane would be. Great seasons.
Kane's done it consistently, though.
But, yeah, but no, the thing about Suarez is, though, he's then gone on to better things. He's gone to Barca, won league titles, won Champions League. So he's got that there. Kane just, I know he's not going to leave Tottenham now. We know he's not, right? But he needs to. For his career to be a legend that he deserves to be with his caliber of player and goals scored.
If you were Kane, where would you go? If you were Kane, where would you go?
Manchester City.
Manchester
City. If I'm Kane, I'm going Manchester
How are
City.
we having this debate? I've just told you he's not leaving.
I'm not having a debate. I'm not saying my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
If he was to leave,
where would he go?
I'm going Manchester
If
City.
I had a vagina, I'd be a woman, but I don't. So it's a pointless conversation. It really does my head.
Slap's not
Look
having
at you. Well, like,
What's the point? What's the point?
The whole point's simple. I'm just saying Kane's
not you.
at Tottenham. Simple as.
I'm not talking about. I'm just saying. If he was going, but he's not. He's like relax.
Okay,
he's not going anywhere.
So he will never be.
I don't know why I said relax. It's me that needs to relax. But
I was going to say it's you that needs to relax.
I saw someone in the comments say relax, which my brain just went. But like exactly, like respect him. He's the captain of he's the captain of England.
We all respect him. Hang on,
we excluding you, yeah.
Huh? What? No, I'm respecting him. Bro, I literally said he's a great player, deserves better. What more can I say?
No, I'm just saying he's not.
Give the cheap
shot.
Not
going
there,
anywhere.
Yeah, because he's a shit club. Of course, I'm gonna say that.
No, I'm not talking to you, Babs. I'm not.
What do you think I'm gonna praise Tottenham as well? I'm gonna say, yeah, he's at.
I'm not. No, I'm not talking to you. Kane ain't going anywhere. They've come out and said he's staying for the rest of his career. I don't understand why people still going. Oh, but he's gonna go to Man City. No, he's not. He's not going anywhere. Well, just accept it. Whether you think he's failing or whatever, I don't
I've accepted
it. I'm sure Harry Kane really cares what you lot think.
I'd rather, as an Arsenal fan, see him stay at Tottenham. So he can't be in that category of the GOATs.
Fair enough.
He can't. So I'm happy to say it. But as I said, the human side of me and putting the troll to one side, I feel bad for him. I do.
But you'd want to feel bad for him, otherwise be pissed that he's won something.
Yeah, win the Carabao Cup, man. Win the Carabao Cup. He'll win the Carabao Cup and have that. Have you ever seen a photo of Michael Jordan celebrating the ring with him when him just proper like emotional?
People in the comments now, he won't stay for his whole career. They've just come out and said he's staying for his whole career. The people don't read.
How funny it'd be if he actually leaves now. How funny it'd be if he leaves.
But the beautiful game saying he's got one more. Man, I say maybe this summer. Someone else said he's got one more year left.
He's going nowhere. They've come out and said he's career forever.
I only say love the show. Big up to you.
I'm telling you, he can change.
Undertaker CFC saying Kane would go to PSG.
No, he wouldn't. He wants to break Shearer's record.
If Kane is serious about going to a club that has a recent history of winning league titles,
no, the comments,
there's only two clubs he'd go to, right? There's only two clubs Kane would go to if you're going about recent history of teams that are most likely to win a league title. City and Chelsea. Simple as.
Well, he's not going to go to either of them.
He's Madrid.
Chelsea.
He'll stay. He'll break.
Chelsea have a history of recently winning league titles. So you're
Someone saying Sauce. Someone saying Sauce. Trust me, my G's. That's MC Moyes.
Harry Kane before. No, but the thing is, what do you mean? That's a trust me, G. Trust me, my G. Slav, who's the source? Can we have a little bit of a? Is
It'll
Harry
indicate
Kane
It was on
outside?
David Ornstein's. We just got we just shared the screen. It was on the Athletic.
Yeah, but
There's
I've
no-
heard you have inside sources at Tottenham. I heard Kane's personal trainer.
Kane's personal trainer. I don't think
Yeah,
Harry
his Gareth-
Kane has a personal trainer.
It's
He
the goal.
plays-
His,
He's
his, his
18
name's
hole,
Gareth
bro.
Bale, lad.
He's the England captain. I don't think the England captain has a personal trainer. I reckon he's just
Oh,
trained
he
by
would,
the
he would.
coaches of the club. No, you just get trained
Is
by
what it is.
footballers. Don't have personal trainers. They have the coaches at their clubs.
Fairs, man. Fairs.
Yeah,
It's just so annoying. It's so jarring when you hear it over and over again. If Kane was going to leave, people have been saying Kane's going to leave ever since he scored his first goal for us, and he's still here.
Because
And he's going
there's a
no.
reason why, though.
Saying he could go to Man
United.
United.
I'll give it to the Leicester fan, right? Neil, why do you think we say that?
Pull up
Why do you think
Taekwon's.
why do you think we say that?
Pull up
Spurs- Kane
Taekwon's
should be
thing, yo.
Spurs? Right? You take it away because I don't need to say it anymore because I've said it enough times, right? But why do you think we say that Kane needs to leave? As a Leicester fan, why do you think?
Well, the thing is, he's been up there. He's been putting away goals, and he's been towards the top of the table in terms of goals and assists. Even this season, top goal scorer, top assist scorer as well.
My babe's told me.
that's an inside joke.
The inside joke. Actually, if you watch the Q, I don't know what Q&A it was on, but yeah, it's an inside joke. Oh yeah, Lewis was on that show as well. I forgot.
I think so. I
Yeah,
hopped
Lewis
in
was
late.
there.
Yeah.
Nah,
I think
look-
he was.
I said if we can get hard,
It's just like so
Chelsea.
jarring to hear. Like who's gonna in a COVID world? Who's paying 300 million for Harry Kane?
300
Right.
What?
No, that's with his wages. That's with his wages, 150, and then you got to pay his wages and
Madrid
everything
paid.
else. And his
When they
and
say
his
Odegaard
rights
to
or
Arsenal,
whatever,
they
and mate, you do realize Madrid have no money.
I know that's why.
They've
That's why
just
I'm,
built a
I'm a
stadium.
bit more optimistic than Arsenal can Odegaard.
Well, in fact, they haven't even built it. But like he'll stay. He's 100 goals of Shearer's Premier League record.
His comments are great, yo. His comments are great. Man said 300 million is sauce. Really, it's just vibes hitting home.
Bro, it's only
Bro,
at
the
Tottenham,
comments are
right,
just
where you
kids
can.
who've never set
Hang
foot in
on.
a football
Right,
stadium.
Bro, if you come on a Chelsea channel
Wait, what was
and talk about Kane, you gotta expect banter. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah, no, I know.
He's not gonna
it's
keep it
only
going, yo.
Tottenham
Yo,
fans.
you not keep it
They
going.
ain't giving up.
Praise a player, and you're
Yeah,
still
Chelsea.
bantering him. Like that's how it is with Tottenham.
Man said
I'm
Kane on
praising
sale
him,
for
and
70
you're-
million.
70 mil.
Right.
Bale, Zidane said Bale to Tottenham to get Kane. Bring him with him.
It's just long, man. I mean,
Both
we'll-
are fully fit and trained. They had a
Harry
nice
Kane-
gym there.
Harry Kane will stay. Win
Look at the comments, yo.
a Carabao Cup or two. And,
He's so wild.
Oh,
I can see how.
Oh my god.
I will say if he ends up staying
Look
until
how
the end,
serious love faces. We're like, yo,
fuck it. Alright, any
Wait,
other
wait.
final thoughts, guys?
Premier League Manager of the Month. How does Ollie make it?
How
No
did, I
way
don't,
he
makes
made it.
did
I
Ollie
need to
make
win
it?
just to get
Legit.
the
Go
floor.
to
Look at
the
this ridiculous-
chat, Lewis, and pull it up. I've
is
sent you the
ridiculous.
Twitter. Premier League
Oh my
Manager of the
God.
Month. Ollie somehow makes this month. Well, the month Premier League Manager of the Month.
Lewis, I'm trying to
Yeah.
share my screen. Is it working? I don't know.
Give me one sec. Just downloading this photo. Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
so bad at share my screen. There you go.
Thanks,
Just
bro.
keep that-
I've seen that before.
We'll just keep that there. We'll just keep that there. I'm right again.
Aubameyang's beefing Chelsea fans.
A what?
Aubameyang's new haircut is terrible. Bad.
Yeah, Lewis, I've sent you the Premier League Managers of the Month,
That's it.
and somehow Ollie manages to get in. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how Ole's found his way, like flawless.
You get
don't even
me?
know either. He disappeared
I think
too.
you give it to the
Neutral
Potter.
player have this. You should have got
I
it
think
last
it's a
month, to be honest. I don't know how he
I
hasn't.
think you
he
give it to
better-
Graham Potter.
What's our, has our form been? I can't even remember if our form's. I think our form might have been all right still.
Let's have a look. Oh no,
I think
win,
I've brought
draw,
as well.
draw,
Love my
win,
back.
I think
win.
you give it to Potter.
Wait, how was Spurs top of the form chart and Mourinho's not in there?
No one rates them, man.
I don't know. I don't make up the fucking things.
Not even sure, to be honest. Let me see. What's on?
That
what
means
is
no
Ole?
tap.
How do you find
Even
the
though-
form
even though
table?
it should-
Oh no, he's
Bro,
unbeaten.
Man
in
United have
March
got.
as well. That's
Bro,
why.
I'm telling you, United have got something over the Premier League in this like Player of the Month and Manager of the Month awards. Like Bruno's always there, Ollie's always there. There's definitely some juju in there, bro. Like it's some payment.
Everyone's
exchange here, I'm
unbeaten
telling you.
except Potter, but Potter's taken them out of the relegation zone.
Looking
I'm
at
telling you, man,
United,
Potter's the guy.
United have won 3 of their last 5 games, but 2 draws, undefeated. Leicester have won 3, drew 1, lost 1 in their 5. City have won 4, lost 1. So how Pep's not there, I don't know. What you say is the month as well. Spurs, Spurs
Because he just lost
1-4 and lost 1. So
Yeah.
I don't get.
Mourinho should be
Who
in
won the
there.
last 2?
Yeah, how's Mourinho not in there? Brighton have only won their last 2, but they've lost their last 3 out of their last 5. I don't know if that's in March, but that's just the last 5. Or big up
I have
Broads as
no
well.
idea how they come up. I have no idea how they come up with the.
Yeah, they just put names in a hat, man. They just put names in a hat.
Literally, I think the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's based on vibes.
But for me, it should be Thomas Tuchel.
We lost the derby, and that was the only game we lost. But I don't think Mourinho should get it
That's
anyway.
probably
I think.
right.
I mean, yeah, I guess those probably are the nominees for this month. I'm trying to think of someone that should be.
Really,
in it
Pep
that's
should
not.
be there, to
Who
be
do you
honest.
reckon's going to win Manager of the Year?
But Pep will win all the time. Like I get why, but at the same time, when you got that amount of money, it's like it is what it is. I don't think Tuchel's doing like a legit, like amazing job. I think he's doing like a 6.57. To be honest with you, I don't think he's doing anything amazing. It was just that Lampard wasn't keeping up to expectations. It just seems like, in my opinion, Tuchel's just kind of I'm bumping it up there.
I think that's only because like we're not playing anything like amazing. We're playing pragmatic football, but that's the football we want to play just to get the results out. That's the reason why, because really and truly, we are only in the position that was supposed to be from the start. But we've had so much lost ground under Frank Lampard. It is just about us getting back into the top 4 and just maintaining it for this season and starting again. But Tuchel's done his job, and compared to the last few months, he's been doing a great job. And you've got to take a look at some of the players as well that he's getting the best out of. All of the players that were fringe players under Frank Lampard or were underperforming under Frank Lampard are now performing now. You've got Rudiger, you've got Christensen, Marcus Alonso. Kepa's had 4 games in a row and kept clean sheets in all of them. Like we never saw that under Frank Lampard. Jorginho and Kovacic all look revolutionized under Tuchel. Hudson-Odoi. Who else? Kai Havertz. Even Ziyech is looking for a bit of form over the last 2 games. Like everyone's performing now. These are all the players that weren't performing under Lampard.
No, I get that, and I think again, I'm not saying he's doing a bad job or anything. I think he's doing a decent job, but put him there manager of the month. I'm like, does he deserve it over Pep? And that's my thing.
Yeah, we know yours. Is what's his face? Ryan's is who's the nominees again? His is Ollie. Ryan was saying Ollie still.
This is the same guy that hates Salah.
Yeah, this is the same guy that hates Salah. Big up Ryan.
Big up Ryan. Yeah, he's a big Ollie fan as well, though. So yeah, you're saying Ollie. But these comments are killing me. And
he might not be as Liverpool fan after all.
These comments are hilarious and that. You lot are jokes.
Bro, imagine saying Premier League Player of the Month, Source Slav.
What else is everyone saying? We got anything else? Or you guys got any final thoughts, guys?
Nah,
to be fair, I've
Get me back in a football stadium.
The best part.
Can we get football back?
Is this show,
mate? I was working at this. I was obviously in an empty Stamford Bridge yesterday, and even though it's not my stadium, it's just like.
What were you trying to finesse some trophies?
So weird. No, I was working last night.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, so I mean, it was just a bit weird being in a football stadium first time in a year, and I want my season to get back. I want to get back
First
in.
stadium in years, and you picked the cathedral of football to go to. You do love to see it.
Years.
Man said the cathedral of football, you know.
Last football stadium I went to for a football game was Leipzig when we lost in Leipzig because we went into lockdown the next day. I flew back, and everyone was in masks.
That must have been a weird ass away.
No,
I'm living in some people's heads rent free. This Misha guy, mate, I live in his head. Look at him. I've been to. He's a band. What? I've never recorded anything at the Spurs stadium. I had a season ticket for 20 years.
Rob, do you honestly think they care about the truth, or they care about the band?
Bro, this is Shameless FC, man. The comments are part of the show.
This is Shameless FC.
Mate, I live in there.
Bands FC.
They probably get off of here and start like just have like a group chat.
He's slapping so rattled that. I'm sorry.
I know what you wanted to say as well.
Yeah, I was thinking of Slav. Don't go there.
They like you, at the very least.
Bro, I think they're in your head rent free, to be honest.
You're a star, Slav. That's what this means.
Damn right, but guys,
Oh man,
it's a Chelsea channel, man. I can't win on here.
Exactly, man.
We're all fighting an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
Win. It's when the inevitable occurs and Jose Mourinho takes you to that EFL Cup. Where's the phone? I lost it. Yeah, when Jose takes you to the EFL Cup, that's when you do win.
We've not seen a Christensen for a while now.
Something. What was that?
We've not seen a Christensen penalty for a while, like the original one.
Oh, the original one. Yeah, because
why are you baiting him?
Like that was just the start.
See, look, no one, the Christensen ain't even there, bro.
Look at the growth.
Oh shit! Wait, got populated.
This guy, EG, you know.
That's turned into a PowerPoint presentation animation.
Bro, do you know what, right?
I'm just waiting for the word out to come across the screen.
Do you share this StreamYard with someone?
Huh?
Do you share the account with someone, the StreamYard account?
Yeah, Lawrence. Big up, Loz.
So he must look at your photos that you've got in there and go, what the fuck is this guy doing?
He probably does, but half the time some of these photos are relevant to whatever he's doing as well, so it works perfectly. I save him half the time.
Oh, man.
But yeah, big up everyone who's been involved. The final finished article of the AC Penitentiary. Big up San Andreas Prison in itself. Smash the like and subscribe. San Andreas
Prison. Aye, that's...
Come on, you don't see the badge on the right-hand side?
Man, they got logos for this. They got names. They're going to have a show for this one.
Oh, my God.
Look at the badge
on
the
side. Start a channel.
We came prepared. San Andreas State Prison Authority. You already know. But big up everyone who's been locked in from start to finish. Big up all the Shameless gang in the comments section. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already.
Yes.
Check out everyone's channel. Check out Slav's Twitter as well. It is all down in the description below. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let us know thoughts down in the comments section below. And we'll see you guys this time next week for another episode of Shameless FC. Big up everyone who's been locked in. Take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chels.